Yeah. You need to get an alien.
Alien theme.
Yeah. Although I think we're all going to die tonight. So maybe not.
Or
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome back for session 3 of Chariots of the Gods from the Aliens RPG. You'll have to excuse me just a minute. I have to go beat my dog. Of course, in like 30 seconds, he's going to want back in. I don't know where Omen is. He's actually hosting the game tonight, folks. But he should be here shortly.
Yeah, so we.
Now they'll let me type. Okay. So how you doing, George?
Oh, good. I mean, just I'm a little
Glad to hear it out there.
discombobulated.
You speak of the devil. As soon as I get comfortable, this guy has to come in. He can come in and kill us.
I don't kill you. The dice do.
And I'm not even in the thing over there on
Oh yeah.
the
Foundry.
link.
Well, I put everyone
Yeah.
in there. I can see that. Oh, gee, I wasn't sure if it was 8:30 or 8 o'clock we were starting tonight. So I went through the whole session at 2x speed, writing stuff down for a synopsis. If anyone needs to see that.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go over to Discord and find the link to get into Foundry because I'm not in Foundry.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I think he sent it to everybody in their private chat.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like last week, or the last.
Yeah.
session.
The whole point was that way you can't have people that we don't know trying to come in.
Yeah, like there's an issue with that sometimes in this channel.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too worried about it because you still have to log into Foundry proper as well. But
Okay, so I think I'm in. I don't know if you see me or not.
I see you.
Okay.
If you open up your character, you will see a new agenda for each of you.
So we'll check that out.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm in.
Sure.
I'm going in. Join game session.
Do we find that in journals?
No, it's actually in your character sheet.
The character sheet. Okay.
So when you open up your character sheet, if you go down to skills, they'll say story or agenda cards.
So Agenda Act 2. There we go.
Mm-hmm. And I'll give each of you a story point, which allows you to make a reroll once.
All right.
But I figured that was a good place to stop last game.
Why did it say game paused?
Because I have not started back up. So if I hit the
Well,
space
I'm trying
bar, the game will no longer be paused. But it doesn't mean that you can't look at the stuff on the side.
You have to click on actors and then do about 3 more deep into the folder system to click on your.
Yeah, you go actors and it says Chariot of the Gods, and it should say COTG PC.
Yeah. Is it under notes?
Actor.
So if you go to
Right-hand side.
if you go over and it should have looks like a little meeple head where it says actors. Don't get me wrong, there's a journal in there too if you want to look at what happened before. But yeah, it's under actors, and then you should just see Chariot of the God actors, and then you should see 5. But of course, Wilson is dead, so dragged off into the things.
I under personal agenda. My personal agenda has.
Let me see. You should, for Leah Davis, it says agenda story cards. You should have an Act 1 and an Act 2. under skills.
Under.
So if you open up
Okay,
your
that's
character sheet, yeah. Then
Okay, over an agenda story cards, lower
okay.
right,
Okay, I'm
the
there now.
skills tab. Um,
I'm kind of
okay.
way ahead of you there. I was already planning on doing that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to click it off. I was just clicking off for me.
Yeah. No. I meant to do that.
Do what? Sorry, you went quiet.
I was going to do what you said in my agenda last week, but I didn't get a chance. And what happened here?
What's going on? Where?
George.
Oh, I was going to share my screen to show kind of where it was, but
Okay, yeah, I know. I found it. I was just looking in the wrong place. I didn't think it would be under skills. I thought it would be under character,
Sure.
general, something like that. But anyways, so why don't you give a recap for the
So for the
one person who's
exciting
watching?
last week, which I decided to say, you know what? And of course, to be fair, it is in the module if it's allowed. It says you can do this if you want. Yeah, I'm going to throw this in. So they were searching around in the science lab. In Science Lab 1, they found a nest of something. They went over to Science Lab 2, where all of a sudden the thing that was creating the nest came around the door. There was a firefight. The creature stabbed Lyran Cham in the leg, knocking him down, and then put the tail right through poor John Wilson's head before dragging it off back into Science Lab 1 for its nest. As Davis decided that she was going to, like, Captain, we get out of here now. Mother decided to go into a self-destruct sequence on the Montero, which they had to quickly escape and lose all of the money that they're going to make from the transport. They were able to get the Montero off with the help of Kylo over there, who removed the tether or umbilical cord. They were able to fly it out, and they were able to get into the sled. At the same time, apparently the crew woke up, and they found them dehydrated and nauseated, which happens to most people come out of cryosleep, especially after 73 years. So they found that. So right now they had a crew of 5 from the Kronos, plus the 4 for this ship. They went down, they opened it up, allowed the sled to come back in. So the sled is in the bay at the very bottom. They decided to go to the med lab because they found out that the black puffball mushrooms will turn you into one of the creatures that attacked Cham and Wilson. And while they were waiting there, the good doctor, Daniel Cooper, went into a seizure, of which Leah said, I think he screwed up and shot him in the head, just as this thing opened up in his mouth and poured out. There's a good description in there. Anyway, and then, of course, Cham smashed it with the butt of his rifle, killing it before it was able to escape. And that's where we are for this session. Hope that was a good, decent recap for you all.
yeah, and
Also,
I'm now
we watched this just like an hour or two ago.
I played Wilson, and now I'm playing Kia or something like that. What was her
Kyla?
name?
Or
Kyla,
Kayla?
there.
Or Kayla, I guess. Keep putting K out in the thing. I'll fix that later. Now you're all in the med lab. The crew was recommending that you take the, it's not a cure, it's a vaccine because it's supposed to stop it before you get infected with the little space motes. And that's supposed to help you out. But they all seem shocked because, Dr. Cooper was supposed to, they said that the shot was supposed to work. Like, they're not sure what's going on. I have to remember each of their names.
Is this conversation taking place in front of my character?
Yes. Yeah, they're like, he took the shot. This shouldn't have happened to him.
I'm like, what is the shot to prevent? What is this alien on this ship, and where did it come from?
So, well, apparently those little puffball mushrooms send stuff up, and it creates it infects you, and slowly turns you into one of those things that goes inside of you, and then once it gets large enough, it'll pop out whenever you're stressed. Um,
Where did these spores come from? From the port of call that you went to, or did something get loose in the ship?
she's like, well, it came from a sector called Draconis 26.
Draconis 26.
And this is what Liam Flynn's going over. In the meantime, you see Lloyd Clayton, the corporate's like, you can't let this out of where we were, because we were there as an archaeological expedition, and we found something. And that's why we had to leave.
Not fast enough, apparently.
No,
So you found these mushrooms at the site?
Yes, they are. So they came over and they started infecting our crew one by one, and Dr. Cooper and Liam Flynn, who's their medic, they were able to create a vaccine to prevent people from changing. But we don't understand. Well, Daniel Cooper, that didn't happen. In the meantime, you see Valerie Reed, the oversteroided mushroom. Marine, not mushroom. The oversteroided Marine who has a neck like this. Which is where we had that whole discussion. She's looking over at Dr. Cooper and says, I found this, and you see a syringe about this long, along with like the other 6 syringes that are in this room. It says, it looks like he didn't take it.
Looks like he didn't take it?
Why wouldn't he take it?
Didn't trust
So
it.
everyone had a shot, but it was.
He
I
didn't take
recommend each of you. What's that?
I don't trust the
Everyone
jab.
had a shot, but he declined when no one was looking? Something like that?
Apparently, he hid it in his lab coat. So we all thought that he took it.
Can we get one of you guys to check and see if he received a message from Mother telling him not to take it?
Absolutely.
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to look around for supplies.
Okay.
I'll come along.
So you're looking for supplies in the med lab, which, by the way, there's still a creature wandering around.
I know.
So they're like, we're not going alone.
Yeah. That I'm not. I got my own
So
personal.
Unless we're going to shoot
Shadow.
one of these things, and then you hear, I says, well, I wish we had a motion detector. That would really help.
Is there one on board?
There was one on the ship that you were on.
Yeah, well,
Maybe we can cobble something together in one of the workshops.
Well, hey, you know what? Go ahead and roll me a wits there, Shadow.
bear with me. It takes me forever to.
Make sure it's public.
Attribute check
Yeah.
or roll stress.
Yeah, you just did it. Okay. You fortunately you were able to grab as much equipment as you could, and you do have you're able to grab the motion detector on the bottom of the ship. So you have it on the sled.
Okay, cool. Hey Mac, what's up?
Hey, Mac.
And like I said, you see the med pod. Well, and I messed up because the picture doesn't show the med pods. So you have the med lab here, but past these 2 doors, there's the med pods where if you need healing, you can get it there.
I sent you a message, Omen, over on Discord.
Okay. Yes.
It's related to trying to search out the rule book that's in Foundry, because
Yes.
my agenda has like a page reference, and I can't get to the pages. It just has these
Okay.
little sections you can click on. So I don't know what section what I'm looking
That's
for is
okay.
supposed to
I
be in.
will.
I've been digging. Page 77 is what I'm looking for, though.
No, that's fine. I have to go find it.
It just doesn't let you click and enter a page number for
Yes,
searching the document,
I know.
but it makes reference to looking for certain pages for things.
Here, let me. Well, that's interesting. Okay. I find the right one here. That doesn't help me. Okay, so that was the Chariot of the God. I'm trying to see where the.
Hey, gaming's been a little bit easier since I got this new chair.
Well, that's good.
Spent some good money. I bought like a executive chair, Serta,
Yes.
like the mattress
Mhm.
company.
Oh, good.
I,
It costs the
I,
equivalent of a
I
month
actually
rent.
got this. I got this gaming chair at, of all places, our local thrift store, Salvation Army. It was like brand new. They wanted like
Oh, wow.
$15. I'm like, oh hells yeah! The
Yeah,
one I was using was yeah. It you and I are in a bunch of games together, and
Mhm.
I'm up here a lot. It just makes sense. But the real trick is, uh, folks out there, you guys will notice I get up like every hour. Sometimes just to stand up. Sometimes it's because I got to go to the bathroom. But
Okay, that's a
when
really long line of text, just so you know.
sometimes just like 2 minutes standing is all it takes to keep you from
season
you
up.
know. Yep.
Really, I know that I have a history of back injuries, so I need to get up every so often.
I got a Herman Miller chair, but unfortunately my son broke off an arm. So the chair's okay, but we have a nicer one with my father. But they told him he wasn't allowed to have it because it had rolling wheels, and they were afraid he would slip. So I might try bringing it back with me.
Thanks for putting that over in the Discord chat for me.
Sure.
Hey, George, what's your character's name again?
Kyla Ray.
All right,
Right.
Kyla, you take that side. I'll take this side.
Okay.
See if we can find anything. Painkillers, stims,
Yeah. Scanner
vitamins.
money.
We're in the med lab. I don't think we're gonna find any money.
Loose
Can't really
change.
spend money out here. I'm
There's a
thinking that with as nasty as those things seem to be, if we can find you know medical stems, then we may be able to maybe not be stronger or faster, but maybe a little bit less handicapped.
Yeah.
That thing was fast. I shot that thing in the head, and it shrugged it off like
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll see what I can find.
Okay. Both of you roll me an observation roll, please.
Cool. Me.
Both of you. You two are both searching, right?
Yeah. Let me see here. Boundary. Where do I do the rolls in the little chat window?
Okay.
Observation. So general
Well, you didn't find anything there, so.
skills. I just click on observation, right? How do I make
you
it
just
public?
did. You did. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Yeah, you just, public roll. Go ahead and roll that.
I don't know if it is public. I don't know. Blind GM role. Okay, is that on or off? Self-roll. Public roll. Here we go. Just wanted to make sure last time I did it was wrong. All right. Everybody see it?
Okay.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, you found a couple. Yes, you found some various Vaporeve and a few other drugs in there.
I managed to tear my suit on my quick escape trying to get out of that ambush.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to find a new lower, like one piece
Okay.
suit to replace that. Um, so is there that nearby where I am, like near the cryo? Is there a nearby area?
There are, if you look over, it's not anywhere nearby, but you'll see where it has like EVA suits.
Let me get over here.
If you look over on the maps.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I don't see the map. I'm probably gonna have to refresh it.
Okay. But you know what? Maybe do I not have? No, you're there.
Okay, now it's loading the Cronus.
Okay.
There we are.
Yeah.
What was maps under? There were like maps you can look up in here. Is it under the?
So it should be, if I remember correctly, it should be into your journal.
Oh, what did I just do? Okay, good. I click back.
Chariot of the Gods. Handouts, I guess.
Let's see.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, handouts.
Yeah.
So we're currently in the med lab.
We were currently in the med lab on deck. We, along with everyone else that's all recovering.
Okay.
You're taking a couple minutes here. I'm going to reset your stress because you all have gone back down to a normal amount. You've had enough time to relax that your stress starts going away. So
now we're not too far from where we think that thing might be, right?
well, yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, but as far as it was before. So if you look over, you see there's a door here, and then over here's the science lab where the
let's see. I'm not seeing. I'm on the map, but I have the the main map page.
yes.
I see GM and OG and Shadow, but I don't see me on there.
Oh yeah, I haven't put just because I'm using you as one thing, just so we all move together.
Okay.
That's why. I mean, if I start separating everyone out, they're gonna get a bunch of little dots everywhere. And
okay, and I don't see like I don't see the rooms and stuff.
oh, okay.
It's all blanked out on deck B.
Oh, okay.
I see deck B, but it's all blanked out.
There. Is that better?
There we go.
I mean, there are other people there too, but I'm not as worried about them. So, and they're going to do this. So you were able to find, like I said, some stimulants and things like that. Let's see if I can get items.
That's
So,
a
so you found some naproline,
med pods.
never sleep pills. So Neproleve, if you take that one, we can go through, but you aren't able to find any, not too much else out there.
So Neproleve.
Mm-hmm. So Neproleve, never sleep pills.
Wait, what?
So never sleep, basically, it's like methamphetamines.
Oh, how many?
So I'll put it each on your character sheets for the one. So there's one. There's the other. So that's for Leah. And for Kayla, we'll give this There you go. Whoops. So if you click on it, you should be able to see what's in your items. I thought you were.
Inventory. There we go.
Are there cameras in the med pods?
No, the med pods are to the south of you.
Yep.
So if you're over there, you see one of them. It looks like something has broken the glass out because you see glass on the outside, and then the other one, it looks like a. You know how like if there was like a fog, but it has all of the frost on the glass,
Okay.
and you see you see that like that red frosting happen, like whenever you see like in your car stuff where it has all of that, so you can't quite see inside.
Okay.
Condensation or something.
And that one med pod's closed, so you can't see inside of that one.
I sent you a message.
Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't get my phone up.
Yeah, I keep my phone out. I find it's the easiest way. Like, if you're going to
Yes.
communicate, like, pass notes, and it's just
Oh,
like
I
doing
know.
on your phone on Discord, like, because you can have it right there next to you. And because
What I'm
otherwise, you
trying
try
to
to do it
do
too much on the
is-
computer, it lags down. I find.
Well, no, the problem is I have everything. I have
Oh,
Yeah,
my phone, the iPad,
my tablet for
a
that.
physical copy. A physical copy, the computer, the phone. So yeah,
you need like a computer, a tablet, and a phone.
yes.
Pretty much.
Well, and then like I said, I have the physical copy, so I can flip through this as well. So that helps. So I don't have to open up everything.
All right. Should we go show some other rooms? Or let's figure out what's in this pod.
Okay. By the way, are you all going to be taking the shots or not?
I
Because
don't
you're going to
trust.
get out of air at a certain point. So.
Okay.
The captain's going to take a shot. She's going to take the shot because she knows she's not going to have enough air
don't
for
like
this, and she does not want to have the thing burst out of her head.
I don't like the way the sights are set up on the shotgun, so I want to tweak that a little bit. I'm going to head over to the. I need a nearby, like tech bay or machine shop area. Doesn't have to have a fancy amount of tools. I just make a few adjustments to it.
Yeah. I guess I'll take the shot.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to
Do
see
me
if
a
I can't
favor and
familiarize myself with the motion sensor.
okay. I'm gonna put the motion sensor on you. Kayla will take the shot. Do me a favor and roll your stamina, please.
What?
Because I came out of there with both the shotgun and the assault rifle, so we should still have
George.
the weapons.
Yeah. So George, do you mind rolling your stamina? It should be your.
Oh,
It's not just stamina. It also includes your strengths.
Stamina,
It's going to
strength.
say for your skills, it will be
Stamina STR.
Yep. Roll your stamina, please. Okay.
What happened? I didn't see it. It's not showing. What was it?
You got like 3 successes, which is good.
Oh, okay, cool.
For your roles, there's like 4 options in the lower part of the screen that like everybody can see it. Private GM role,
Mm-hmm.
blind, or
Okay.
self role.
So I was just looking for mine. But no, you did good.
Okay.
Anyone else taking the shot or not?
What are you guys taking a shot at?
In the med lab. They haven't left the med lab. There are 7 syringes. One was held by the good doctor who decided not to use it.
Oh,
Take
okay.
a shot.
Yes.
I'll take it and put it in my pocket. I want to see
Okay,
what
so-
happens to everybody else first.
Okay. That's fine. No, that's fair.
I'm
And
still
Champ?
waiting to find out if the previous good doctor had received orders from Mother to
Okay.
not take the shot.
Okay.
I'll hold off on the shot too, but I will take one with me.
Okay.
I
So
just
you're
don't
both
know with
pocketing
this
it?
ship what funny business could have been going on in this ship.
I said, well, I understand, but just make sure that you take a, if you can start breathing this in, because if we see anything weird from you, we'll shoot you ourselves. So.
Oh, since I've seen what's here, I don't intend on coming out of my vacuum suit.
Well, right, but at a certain point, you're going to run out of air, and your vacuum suit's my whole point.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm trying to say. So they're just warning you. It's like
Okay. I just need a new vacuum suit, so I'm going to go looking around for one nearby, and I need a tech shop to work on the shotgun.
Okay. And let me add. Sorry, I add the equipment here. Is you can have a motion tracker, and I'm going to put that on Leah. There you go.
And as soon as I get it calibrated or familiarized, I'm going to follow Lion and let him know if he's got company.
Okay. So
I ain't leaving company, but I'll let him know if he's got company.
So you can see this thing over here. It's still it's not moving anywhere. It's still over here. And then there's another blip on on deck C that sometimes goes in and out. So it could just be interference.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And where's the next? Oh, and do me a favor, both of you roll your. Let me double check that you have a compression suit. Nope, I haven't given you a compression suit.
Me and Shadow roll air.
Yes.
Why did only one little pip come out?
Because that's how much air you had left.
Oh.
Oh, so inventory.
Air ones, you only get to roll one. I see.
Yeah.
Where's my suit?
So all you have to do, I just put it on to Leah Davis. It's under your inventory. It's called compression suit. Just you can click on your consumables. There's a little parachute on the first page.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, just click on the little parachute. Once you get it 0, you're going to have to breathe air, basically.
Is the parachute the white thing?
It's the little thing on the here. It says air 5, and it should have a little parachute on the front page where it says general.
Oh,
See
okay.
it?
I was on the actual inventory.
Yep.
Hold on a second.
Okay. So your air's still there. All right. So who's going where?
Let's see.
I want to get to the closest machine shop or repair area,
Okay.
tool, whatever.
All right.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'll head down there with him.
Okay. So that's me on the second floor.
Okay.
The captain's going to stick next to Lori here. She doesn't really trust Lori, but that's where everyone else is hanging out. And that way they can go to Mother and see what's going on.
What's the captain's name?
Captain's name is Vanessa Williams.
Ah,
Well, and the captain technically of this ship, his name is what is that? Albert Johns. So he's officially the captain for this ship. But yeah.
okay. Vanessa Williams.
Yes.
Okay. I have a rival.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vanessa. It's not Williams. Vanessa Miller. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Vanessa Miller there. And he's the second Captain John, who was the second officer. He doesn't really seem to take charge. He's just happy if someone else seems to do it for him. So right now he's assistant.
Yeah, I'm not going to be in the same room with Vanessa Miller.
Okay.
That's science section. I don't even want to go near that.
Oh yeah. All right.
Living areas. Okay.
Okay.
It's in here.
So these reach their berths. What we're going to do is we're going to go to each room to look to get their stuff.
Oh yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
We're going to try. You know what to do?
Yep.
Okay, now we can.
Okay.
What they do recommend though is that you seal this door right here.
The lower part of the ship where the critters are.
Yeah, just so that thing's less
torch.
likely to be out there.
I'm fine with that. I'll help with that. Here I go. Got my torch.
Okay. All right. Good. So now now we don't have to worry about it coming from behind us.
What about vents?
No, everywhere you see one.
Can it move
What's
through
that?
the vents? Can it move through the ventilation ducts?
Probably yes.
Got to stuff dirty laundry up in there.
Well, if you notice these little dots right here, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see where you're clicking. Yep.
Yeah, so those are kind of your vents that it can go through.
We don't have a lot of spray foam insulation around here either, I don't think. Or equivalent.
Well, hopefully it's eating, so it hasn't moved. You know.
Hopefully Wilson can protect us a little, buy us some more time.
Yes.
That was
Sorry.
the
Yes, the macabre. You know, Wilson served us well.
How is Wilson best served?
With farf beans and
I was going to say over easy, but okay.
Well, apparently, you know.
Sorry, George.
Well, apparently he scrambled based on what happened to his head.
Yeah.
Boiled.
Some fancy corporate suite.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that's the weapons, right? It's the weapons storage.
That's where you found the weapons.
Yeah.
Which was right there.
Oh, this is one of the areas where they can come from?
Yes. See where these.
I'm going to seal that up if I can.
Okay.
And if you're with me, I'd like to, you can escort me with the motion sensor. We'll try to hit these other places before I go off and
Yep.
Try to do what I was originally going to do.
I mean, you've got the mess hall here. You've got an elevator shaft over here. So it can go through up and down the elevator shaft.
I'll get this one too.
Okay. Well, that's an intercom. It's this right here.
Oh,
See this?
okay. Seal that.
Okay.
There was another one over here somewhere.
Well, this is the elevator shaft.
So
These
it
are
can
both
come up through the shaft, so we could seal this door.
Okay.
Seal that off. And this was going down to where we didn't really want to go again, right?
And then there's the other one at the other.
I'll seal that too.
Okay. The rest of the crews can go in each of their. Basically,
Berths?
they're going to get changed so they feel like they're in decent, so they don't feel like they're running around in their underwear.
All right. Can I get a room?
Well, if you want to go look in the living rooms, here you go, in the living areas.
All right.
Let me show those off.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to check out the living areas. Maybe I might find something of use.
Okay.
I'm still waiting to hear back about the dock.
Well, the dock they're gonna stop the living area first before they go up there. They don't want to feel like they're in their underwear the entire time. I don't know about you, but I understand. Where's the? Ah, okay, there we go. Ah. So I'll send you the crew quarters here and what they look like. Save changes. There we go. So this is what the crew quarters look like.
Sharing that screen or
I just sent this off to you.
okay, hold on.
What was it? Crew quarters?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Hey, Mobius.
Okay, nothing too bad looking in there.
So we got in chat. We got Mac and Mobius.
I know Mac was there.
Mobius just said hi around 9:41. I wish there's a way that you could actually interact the YouTube chat from within Restream.
Yes. I think there are ways of doing it. I just don't know how. There's a certain point, like, what you need are like 4 screens, and
Yeah.
I need one here, 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 and here.
And I'm trying to be
You
a
guys see that?
minimalist. I'm trying to be like a minimalist and go back on the technology
I know.
Yeah.
and add more.
Are we able to put it up there, Shadow?
I don't know. Can everybody see that?
You're big.
I
not
can see it in a little tiny
Yes.
thing there.
It's a
If
little
you
tiny
make
one.
it the full screen, is there a way
I thought
to
it
make
was.
that the?
Yeah, I got to come back here and do that.
Okay,
If
we've
you-
seen them.
If you guys want, if they're in that that thing, I can share my screen from the thing to the to the stream, because I have the picture. Share.
Yeah, well, let me friggin'
Window.
unshrink myself. What the hell?
I think I can share mine if you want.
It's easier to do with Discord to like make the full which one is the full size.
Oh, you
thing.
got it.
How
Okay.
about now? You see that, guys?
Yep.
Okay. Being a pain in the ass.
I know everything's pretty dark, and that's kind of intentional. So that's
hmm
Wouldn't be alien if it wasn't.
In
Right.
space, no one can see you die.
Well,
Hear you scream.
is there any like labels? Like, I'll go up close and see if there's any labels for people that aren't still around, and maybe I'll start rummaging through their stuff.
I feel bad for whoever sleeps in the middle ones. Not much
Yeah.
headroom.
No, actually, you know what? Here's the funny part: is this? I tried copying that from the more modern Navy ships, which give more
Yep.
room to the sailors than they used to have. So I was like, yeah, that would make more sense for this. So that's why they have the different bunks.
I could never do the Navy, man. It's like I'm too claustrophobic. It'd be like being a sardine. No thanks.
The problem is that the mats are like 1 inch thick. That's
1 inch thick
It's like-
mattress.
yeah, they're
Oh.
real thin.
I sleep on like that much mattress or more.
I mean, like my pillow's thicker than that. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop sharing.
Can't imagine a hard day's work and then have to lay on that. Well, they do say that people use way too much mattress to the point where like their skeleton doesn't quite relax.
yes.
It's almost like your body weight, your musculature, and everything literally doesn't get the rest it
Well,
needs because we
maybe,
sleep
well,
on too comfy of mattresses, is whatever. But, yeah.
Okay. So who's with whom?
Well, we kind of all split up at this point to have our privacy in the rooms. I think
Okay. So they're
I'm still in
dressed.
the med bay.
you're in the
Okay.
Met. You walked around with me though, on my little like.
No.
No, Kayla.
I went with you.
Oh, okay. You went. Okay.
So you're gonna remember.
Yeah, I didn't go with you. I said I'm staying here, but I'm using the motion sensor to keep track of you.
Okay. Like eye in the sky. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I what can I do? You know, I've got a couple of bullets left in this pop gun, and it didn't do damn thing to the freaking creature.
No, it's more or less like it's don't suffer the pain device. It's like if you're the last one and that thing's coming at you, save them for yourself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did think about that.
Look,
Sorry,
I just
Wilson.
need, I just need one bullet. Any more than that's a waste.
Yeah.
It makes you feel better. There. Okay. I have my.
I can do that. It's a response, Omen.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Mac. I don't know what the hell was wrong with that.
What happened?
Oh, the
Oh.
windows.
So basically, we'll just once that tour has been done and we've welded, closed, sealed any of the
Mhm.
possible entry points, I assume
Okay.
we're just all gonna like. I think it's time we need to freshen up or something. Kayla, we should probably just grab a couple of these rooms here that are unused and clean ourselves up before we regroup for battle. I'm fine with you being in the room next door, so you can shout if there's a panic. Don't be all the way down the hall.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. So Leah stayed in the med lab. Cham's over in the one living area. And George,
Are there
did I put
living
you
areas
in this
closer?
one? Or I'm not sure where you are. let me put Kayla in here. Is that good? There.
What other living area bays are there over here? Well, there's ones all the way down here too.
Yeah, there's 3. This one would be the captain's,
Okay,
and this is your corporate.
I'll just take this one here then. Oh, stairs.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right.
Why is there a pip in those stairs? There's a green pip. Just noticed. Oh, I think that's maybe a star in the background showing through the map.
Yeah, that's
That is okay. Wondered.
Leah. What's your plan?
I'm still waiting for the
Okay.
report.
So you're gonna be in the med lab all by yourself?
No, I moved over to here. Yeah, Shadow's in the med lab, but
Yep.
me and
I'm
Kayla are going to find 2 separate like quarters just to get some privacy and clean up and stuff.
All right. So after they've done this,
She doesn't want to hang around with hairy old Jam.
so Vanessa's gonna. There. He's gonna go with Clayton there, and with Albert and Lori, to find out what they can find up here. And she's going to disappear off as they go upstairs.
All right, Kayla, we need to. We'll just split up briefly so we can have some a bit of downtime and hygiene and all that stuff. So we probably shouldn't hang out in the co-ed room here.
Yeah.
You can hear me, George? I can't hear you, George. Your headset out of batteries?
Okay, yeah. Is the captain at his room? Like the people that were from this ship, are they going to their own quarters right now? What's going on?
Yes. Yeah, each of them
Okay.
are.
I'm going to go find
So-
a quarters of somebody that's not alive, and
Okay.
use one of those. Is their corporate person still alive or no?
Yes, the corporate person is still alive. She's
Okay,
headed
cool.
up towards Mother.
Okay, I'm gonna go in one of the dead
Okay.
people's rooms.
All right, that's fine.
Is this one here?
That's fine.
And I'm gonna look through their stuff and see what they have and
Okay. So you
And
do
I'll-
that.
lock the door.
I guess I'll be following the corporate because that's the only way I'm going to get an answer.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're pretty tight-lipped as it is. They didn't even.
Yeah.
She didn't like even us learning about Draconis 26.
So we'll just pause on this level here, and we'll bring this up at the next level. So anyway, I'm not going to change the map for this, but on the Mother floor is everyone's crowding in behind, asking if there's anything special about Daniel Cooper. He apparently was the lead scientist. He had done the major part of the research and trying to find a vaccine for this, but he was not told of. They brought him because of his expertise as being a scientist, and he and Flynn worked together on trying to create something to prevent this. And no one's quite sure why he didn't take the vaccine.
Well, I think about it. If you were him, what possible reason would you? Because it doesn't work. You know what I mean? That's like the most obvious, isn't it?
Well, apparently it does, is what they're saying.
Then why
You're
didn't
a
he take
vaccine
it?
skeptic.
Unless he was
Then
told
why
not
didn't
to.
he take it? Well, that's a very good question.
Maybe he was told not to by corporate.
Well, there's nothing in here saying that.
Okay. Then let's go through his personal
Okay.
logs. Maybe he decided or knew that there was a side effect that he didn't want to, deal with. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there has to be a logical reason why he wouldn't take it. And to me, it seems like I kind of already, stated what the most obvious ones are. And, if you're telling me it worked, well, then what could possibly possess a man to just say, yeah, it works, but I'm not going to take it. Screw that.
Well, he could have a deep religious. Um,
Okay, well, his files would say that. Maybe in his notes he voiced some sort of trepidation or uh,
if he would have any notes, they would be in the science labs.
yeah, but I didn't find anything there, did I?
Well, you didn't know what you were looking for, and you weren't in there.
Oh, that's right. I was in the med labs.
Yes.
You're on the other ship. I think it was me and Wilson and Cham.
Yeah. So Wilson and Cham were doing that. So if there's anything in there, it would be likely in the science lab. And if you all want to try going in, try to take that thing out, you could probably find
I
out
almost
his
think it's
reason.
best if we know where it is and we have control of the ship otherwise. I think the thing to do is to like create a bottleneck and a kill zone for it. So there's only one way where it can get to us and use bait. So we all stay in the area where it's going to want to come to us.
Mhm.
And we just have ways to hit it with everything we got up close without it being able to hit us. Maybe we have to modify the ship, like use cutters to cut holes in the tunnel walls or the corridor walls where we get to the trap point so we can put weapons through, melee weapons, anything. Everybody
Well, however
attack.
you want to do this is because each of these doors is actually like an airlock. But for the science sector right here, that's a kill corridor if you can get it out to come through that door.
Another option with how tough it is using the airlocks and the doors themselves as a weapon against them. We can somehow get this thing under a door and then crush it. Like
Of course, right
override
now
the
you
safety
have
measures in the door.
well, right now you all have what, like 6 weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do
But
like
it
the idea.
is one hell of a weapon
Like
itself.
we can't.
So
Yeah, this ship has to be fixed, and the only way to fix it is by killing. Like we
we
can't
have
just
to kill
fix
that
it
thing.
without. Yeah.
It's way too hazardous of a work environment to be leaving your back turned working on things while it's tearing things up. Agreed. Okay, so we got to kill this thing. We got to corral it and kill it.
Okay, so you got the Marine who's more than willing. So Valerie's willing is up for it.
Okay.
You have yourself. You have. Are
I'm
you
up
up
for it.
for it or?
I'm
Yeah.
up for it
I
too.
was-
Yeah.
Maybe we can set up some kind of, like you said, a trap or something. But I'm not sure what would kill it. I guess we need to keep it at bay. Maybe like if it's in a cage, we could shoot it, and then it can't really get to us. Like it doesn't have guns or anything, does it? I imagine that tail can lash out.
Yeah, that thing was pretty nasty.
Okay, so I'm going to start looking at the map and see if there's a place on this map that would be ideal to lure it.
And we're going to lure it with what?
Us. We're the bait.
Like I said, it's over in here.
Yep. Okay. Can't go any further down that way.
I'm going to try cutting it off. So I'm assuming right now who all is in for this.
I am.
Now there's a stair here, so that goes down to C, I think, and then below
Well, this
C
Science
is
Lab 1 is where you got dragged off to, right here.
Yeah.
Well, do you see where the
Where-
monster is? I'm not sure if you guys can.
No, I don't want to see it.
Okay. It hasn't moved from Science Lab 1 for a while, is what I'm trying to say.
okay.
Could we spook it out of there with an explosion or something?
You probably,
Like, see
you
where-
can probably do something to do that.
probably just run
And you
by
can
and
try
go,
throwing something out there to distract them.
And
But that's my
let
question is, who all is in for this? I didn't know who all is in.
In
for
for what?
what.
in for trying to kill the monster.
Oh, yeah, I want you guys to kill it, absolutely. Do I want to get anywhere near that fucking thing? No. If I die, nobody's going home.
Nobody's going home if anybody dies. Like nobody's going home if this thing still lives. How are we going to fix this ship? Eventually, we'll run out of air.
Fix the ship, yeah. How about fly the ship?
Yeah, we need to fly. We need to fix, and you guys need me to fix it.
Come on, Maverick, you got to help out.
With what? You bait? I've got a pop gun.
All right.
Okay, you line up, that thing. I take what? I got what, like 3-4 shots that are going to do nothing to it. I'm supposed to go what? Kick it, beat on it with my hands. I
Do we
weigh
have,
like 98 pounds.
Do we have the ability
There's
to
literally nothing I can do but go and die. No thanks. I'll
No,
pull
but you
the
could
trigger
literally like
myself.
be the person that throws the flare on the pile of fuel that we lure the thing into. You don't have to shoot it. You just be a part of it.
I don't want to light the ship on fire. Any explosives or anything like that? No, we've got guns and we use the guns.
What if we make a little?
Well, you have a gun.
Like
Right, and it's got what, like 3 rounds in it?
Yeah.
No, it's
Can
probably
we-
like a 9mm kind of thing. But you're probably, whatever it shoots, let's be honest, you keep pulling the trigger until whatever you're shooting at tends to stop.
Yeah. Can we put like weld a grid, like a cage across the wall, or something? Like just weld it through so we can shoot through it. It can't unless we have to stay far back enough from that tail of the thing to keep so we don't get hit. But
Well,
he
if you
can't.
can figure out where you can get one,
What?
and depending on where it is that there is the one over in the armory where they had that door kind of thing.
Door. So we have something we can weld with, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you have that
And
again.
so we just need some kind of like a cage, like a wall of a cage, bars, welded across. Let's see, where would we find anything like it? You're saying what was in the armory that you were saying like we might have saw?
We could just cut off the bars of the armory
Well,
itself, like every single one of those weapons.
Oh yeah. What was that? Yeah, that was in armory.
What is the original crew doing? What are they doing?
Oh
Why
yeah,
aren't
there
they
we go.
giving
Yeah,
suggestions?
yeah. Let's get this thing.
we should kill it, is what they're saying.
So if
You
you
have a
if you look at-
pistol, why aren't you going to help kill it?
I
That's what
hand
they
it to
looked
the
at you
Marine
for.
and say, that's like more like your job, don't you think?
If you have a gun, then you're expected to shoot. Do you want to give
I
up your
take the gun,
pistol?
I take the gun and I
give up
put
your
it.
pistol. Give up
I
your
do,
pistol,
I'm
and you can
handing it
stay
to the
behind like the
fucking
coward
Marine.
you are.
Coward, I pull the trigger at her face.
Go ahead and roll your empathy.
Okay.
Game over, man.
I was about to ask if there's like a door
Empathy.
control override or remote control of the doors. We could literally like sit there and wait for it to come where we want it, and then close doors behind it from not having to be there hitting the wall button.
Yeah, we could lure it into a corridor, and we have like holes to shoot through.
Yes, we just used some plasma cutters or whatever, cut a hole in one of these walls, like here. Ping, ping. Is that pinging? Is that pinging? No, it's not pinging. Pinging, pinging. Doesn't ping. Can't show
hold
you
it
what
down. You have to hold it down.
Okay, right here. Right, so we can get the monster here. Right, we can remotely close this door behind it. This door. Right, this door. Someone sit back, not having to be in combat at all. Can be like an engineer tech, and can just close doors on keyboard. And then we have a hole here cut, or a hole here on this side, because this would be even safer doing it here. We don't have to go back over that crazy room.
Well, this
And
room.
then we just shoot the living crap out of it through holes in the wall. Right here. Right here.
All
right, Shadow, go ahead and roll your range combat. Actually, roll your close combat because you're really close for this.
Let's see here. Oh my god.
But like my point is,
Okay,
can we
that's
control
under-
the doors from a terminal in that room?
Yes. You roll your close combat.
So this is
Well,
the room where this one died.
I can't. Maybe I
There's
can.
no other way out.
Yeah, you did. You did. I just saw you roll. Yeah, you got.
No,
you
I was
did
looking
that.
at it. I'm like, but it's a 0.
Well, she hit you really hard with the butt of her rifle before you're able to get your shot off. What's your health?
Like 2. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what happens here for you.
I'm imagining the that little lab room must have like other ways out, like you're saying, the ductwork and stuff like that.
She hits you in the head, and then she breaks your kneecap as you go sprawling to the ground.
She broke her
Gosh, it's gonna
kneecap?
be real hard to fly this thing.
So
Yeah.
Leah tried pulling the gun on the Marine and tried shooting her.
Maybe
unfortunately, the Marine was a lot better than she was, and
Oh yeah. She should have been fucking stepping up in the first place. Like the last
Marine was
person
willing to
should be
step
fucking.
up. She was telling you to step up. You're on the ground
And do what?
screaming.
Yeah, and it
You
proved
had
my
a pistol.
point. Now I'm out of commission.
You had a pistol.
That wouldn't have done.
Now you got a
damn
comp claim
thing.
going.
Yeah.
Company employee beat you up on the workplace site and everything. You're set for life.
Actually, she has a pretty decent range. See, here's the sad fact: is Leah has like 7 dice in range combat, but because it's so close, it's considered close combat. So that's the way it works. It's
Yep.
and unfortunately for the Marine is a lot faster than she is. Well, not faster. She tried pulling it out,
And I
the
thank her
Marine
for making my
busted her.
point.
What point? If someone has
Yes,
a pistol, then what I would do is I'd
Prove
stand
my
behind the
point.
Marine and say, I will shoot behind you at the thing as you that's so anyway. So Leah's screaming on
You
the
better
ground.
pray I make it.
They decide to give the pistol to let's see. They'll give that to Johns.
Ooh,
Okay.
4. There's no way in there.
And then they'll just put you in the med bay for a while. And actually, I think there's a brig. They're going to lock you up in the med bay for a bit. That sucks. Sorry, that's just. Problem is with the injury, is all she can do is crawl. So that's.
You know, they're gonna have to carry me.
Yeah, you don't want any
You're making her
mobility
jump.
injuries on this game.
Well, this is why I was kind of laughing, for the whole thing. It's like, you had enough. You can always shoot from behind and, let it try cutting through other people. I don't understand this.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we should start implementing Cham's
I should
plan.
need.
We have all the tools we need for it. My main question is, do we
Yes.
have the ability to remotely control the doors, opening and closing them from a safe room? Because then we can bring it in and trap it into an area.
You would have to use for Mother.
And that
So
thing's offline, isn't it?
And Mother's on the top floor. So yeah, so Mother can control it. Or
So
what
in
you
other
can
words,
do-
we got to convince the AI to do things for us instead of us just doing it.
Yes. Or whoever controls Mother, assuming that Mother hasn't been given other instructions.
I want a shady tree starship. This whole thing, having a treat with an AI.
it's
Well, because it could decide it doesn't want to help us, and then it's like, oh, hee hee hee.
Yeah,
all
well,
sick.
I mean, you have
That
a
was
few
my
options.
point.
What you can do is you can put the barrier between yourself and whatever's there. You can try throwing things out at the door and see if you can get it mad enough to come out.
Okay. So what I'll do now, I'll show you the map here. I will use the cutters as part of the plan. We're
Okay.
going to go and take one of the sections of the grid steel off, and going to put it here on the inside of this bulkhead,
Okay.
so that we can lure it in here, and then
Okay.
open this door and then shoot the living crap out of it through the gates and everything here, and just blow it
Okay.
away in the corridor once this door is shut behind it.
Well, here's my question: is why don't you just do it in this corridor? Because you get a
It
longer
just seems
range.
too close to it. Like if we start working and that thing is in that room there.
Well, this is this room, yeah, but here's the thing: this is probably that's about 30 feet across, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is almost about 80 feet across here.
If you think
this
that
Hold on, Coach. Someone's at my door.
Yeah, I kind of like this one because then we could run down into here if we need.
yeah, because you can actually go in through this
Put
door.
something
You have
across
to-
here.
Yeah.
So you're saying bring that cage down here with this
I'm saying you
bulkhead
put the
here
cage.
closed.
Here's what I would suggest: is you put the cage here.
Okay.
Then you try doing something. I don't care whether you throw it or something, just to get its attention, so it comes out.
And then duck into this, and then duck into this room, run down the hallway.
You stay behind. You stay
Run
behind
here.
your cage.
I can't get behind the cage if I'm running down here to
didn't
get
say you
it
wanted
out.
to,
The
but
cage,
I wouldn't
I
run-
can't get away.
But
I
the
wouldn't
alien,
run down there.
the alien
No,
can run out this door over here if they get.
Well, no. My whole point for this is if it comes out here, you put your cage here, and you try throwing stuff over here. To
Oh,
get it
okay. I see what you mean. But I mean, really, to be bait, you would want to basically run down here and go, na boo boo, and then run the hell back and have it chase you.
I don't know. That's kind of like trying to outrun a tiger. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that you're fast enough for that. So that's why my point is you try doing something to lure it out.
That's what I was thinking about, an improvised, not a big explosive, but a flashbang type situation, like stun grenade, something that would really it would have to notice and come investigate. But the problem is, if we have a gate here,
Yeah.
and that's a even longer distance. That's 50, 60 feet. We're trying to shoot the thing, and it can pull back all the way to that room and then just hide in there, and then we can't get it because of our gate.
Well, yes, but
I
you
like the
can move
idea
your
of trapping it into a smaller area where it's got no shelter, close range, and can't hit us.
Well, what I'm saying is you still have to pull it out from here to bring it all the way out to here, and that's kind of Here you have a clear shot all the way through. Here
Well,
you
what's
have.
stopping us then from going all the way down the hall,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yep.
This door is closed into the
Yep.
monster room, and then that's just welding the gate onto the outside of the bulkhead to either side of it, so that we can just open up the door and the gate's right there, and we can just hose the thing. It can't get away.
You can do that. I guess the only real question is, and I'm not saying you can't do it. The only real question is, would it react before you have that gate
We need
sealed?
just enough time to be able to like weld down that gate without it being able to like come through the bulkhead, the door.
Yes. That's the real. I'm not saying you can't do it. And generally, right now, what you can do is you can kind of put on rollers and you can move it along, and you can have it slowed down.
With the fire suppression system on this ship, is it foam or water? I'm guessing it'd be foam.
Yeah, it would be aqueous foam.
So if we can control that, that's the way to get it out. We could trip the foam fire system in that area to bring it out in the hallway, or to bring it to where we do it. Basically, chase it with the fire suppression system.
You can try. Yeah, you can try that. You're not sure if the fire suppression system still works, because if you remember in here, they lit this thing on fire.
Yeah.
So you're not sure if being 70 years, you're not sure how much is left.
True.
You might have, run out of foam.
Foam has a longer shelf life than water, though. At least it would have all probably.
Halon or something like that, like they have in the restaurants.
Yeah. So those are just some ideas I'm spitballing.
You have a few different things. One is, I kind of assume when you have the gate right now, is really it's more intended to slow it down than it is to stop it from going through. And
give us time to.
Yes. And so
I like that idea of putting it on the inside of a bulkhead, like on our side, because then we still have the option of closing the door.
Right. Well, if you have something that can slow this down, you guys can always try running back through the door.
I wonder if there's a way, like if it really comes up to the grid, like the mesh, and it's got its arms through, it's trying to like engage with us.
Yes.
That may be the time to close the door on it.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's the time to at least pull back, wherever the door is, or whatever you're going to go through.
Because we might be able to kill it or injure it by closing the door on it.
Cut it in half.
Yeah. Take its arms off or something. Melt the hole through the whole ship.
Well, it didn't have acidic blood.
Okay, that's a good thing. Otherwise, it gets pretty tricky.
It didn't have acidic blood because nothing was burning on the way through. So, so what is your plan before you start moving?
Okay, so we're overextending ourselves by coming down this way. I agree.
Okay.
So we got to keep where we engage it further back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if there's a way we could test the fire suppression system somewhere just to see if it works.
Well, it may be room by room, so that's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
You're not sure.
All the damage happened up here, though, right?
That there was damage in that one. Yes, absolutely.
Now, was there damage here?
That one just had the tar, some puff balls, and some.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here along the hallway, look relatively intact.
Yes, the dirt. Yeah, that sector's in good shape.
Okay, so there's a good chance we could use the fire suppression systems, chase it out of here, down here, and then either fight it somewhere around here, or our original idea in this tiny little like corridor area here, because that's what, like 20 feet.
That's like 25 feet.
Okay. Like, I mean, even the most unskilled with us with guns sitting there shooting should be able to.
Well, that's why I said this science sector for this corridor, you have a clear shot basically all the way through.
Yeah.
And if we're shooting, okay.
Yeah.
Now we would be hitting the bulkhead of the ship. Anything that hits the wall down.
Your real concern would be like right here.
Okay, the outer, like the bulkhead. So yeah, we don't want to penetrate that. But then again, that may work for us. Penetrate it and have that alien sucked out into space. blow a hole in the ship, where it is, and then plan to seal bulkhead doors
Mhm.
to stop the vacuum, but just enough to suck it out.
Well, that room it's in, I think, is also on the exterior.
So this one's on the exterior right here. This one probably is not in the exterior room.
Because that's an option, right? If we could get them to pass into an exterior room, we could have a charge just blow a hole in that little spot there. And yeah, because he's sucked into space.
The science module's on the exterior. Have we even gone in there?
The which one? For the
It's a
being
big
on the
the
third
rear.
floor?
The rear on,
this.
on B is a
Oh,
science,
this science
module.
Oh yeah.
Like
Well, I mean, if you want to
go
put
in?
up the door, yeah, you can try. That's well, there's apparently. Well, you haven't even looked in here, have you?
Mm-mm. So we go check out that science module room.
Sure.
Maybe there's something in there we could use.
Where's that?
Right down here.
This door.
Let's see here.
Because there's things that I sealed, so I don't know exactly how far we can go into various areas, right?
So this science module, whatever this, they left the science module behind, which tells you they probably took off in a hurry.
They left the science module. So is that a module that can separate from the ship?
Yes, it's like
For containment?
it's kind of like think of it like you would have a habitation or something like that. It'd almost be like one of those kind of
A built-out like
module that you
geodesic
put-
dome type thing that's
Yeah.
on the outer.
Like
Yes.
the International Space Station, they have like different modules that just
Yes.
click to it.
But I think they keep it in module for like containment purposes. So they could just seal it or separate it or jettison it, right?
We
Like
could-
can
we
we
could
Well, a
can
lot of
lure
times what they do is so they
science
can just
module?
put something onto at the end, so they can just keep adding more stuff.
Okay.
Could we lure it in there and jettison the science module?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, there is no science module.
Oh, it's gone. It's
gone,
They
yeah.
didn't. So this isn't really there. All right.
Okay.
So right now this is just the end of the spaceship. There's a
You
do-
could try. The big trick,
So
of
the-
course, like everything else, is trying to get it to follow you before it catches you.
Yeah. This is not there then? I don't understand.
So this is all empty space. Think of it like a cargo bay that's empty.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like okay. All right. So it doesn't. And it's detachable. Like we could have Mother detach it.
Well, it's already been detached and left behind.
I don't understand, but okay. All right. So this
So
this
think of
room.
it as like a cargo bay that carried the science module.
Oh, okay. So we can't detach this thing.
No, it's already been. Whatever was in here is long gone.
Okay.
All right. Gotcha.
Is there anything detachable on this ship?
I know. I'm thinking the same thing. Like, let's lure it into the box and get rid of the box.
So yeah, the trick is trying to get, because it has to make that curve. So the trick is trying to get close enough that you can draw it out without trying to get caught if you try to run away.
I think if you just shoot at the door with a pistol from that distance, see if it will, like, maybe from over here, close to this door, if we can shoot at this door at an angle, boom, boom, like knock, knock, and then run.
Yep.
And then you
Is
can
there
put the
anything with a
gate-
motion sensor? Like, is there any? There would have been no
Yes.
kids on this.
Well,
vessels,
someone
there
had a
wouldn't be any
motion
like
sensor
toys.
right before they got their knee busted out for trying to shoot a Marine.
Yeah. True. I'm just thinking, is there any like little like mobile sensor type items that we
The
could?
fucking Marine should be in charge of this whole operation. Okay. To think otherwise.
You weren't willing to
doesn't make any
shoot. They're like, "Are you going?" You said, "You have a pistol. You go ahead and shoot." The whole thing that she wanted to do was put a line of like 6 people, all with firearms, and when that thing comes out,
She should be in
everyone
charge.
opens up on it.
That's her bread and butter.
I know.
It's because this
Not
is
mine.
our
That's
our
what she
story,
wanted to
not their
do, and you
story.
guys want to put, which I don't think is a bad idea. If you just want to slow it down by putting, that grill grating, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll slow it down, which probably will give you a few rounds to actually be able to shoot it out while it's trying
Yep.
to go through.
Yep. And we're putting the grate on our side of the bulkhead where a door is, so that once it starts to like make too much of a push through, we'll just hit the button to close the door, maybe catch it in the doors. Otherwise,
You can
just
try that.
close it, basically.
Yeah, but
And
you
it
can
should be
try
no
doing
work
that.
at all for me to cut away that grill and weld it on.
Well, so how do we get past the grill? Somebody might,
We can
might
just
have to
cut
go
through it
in.
after that. Like you just cut through the grill ourselves.
Yep. But how do we draw the attention from the other side of the grill?
I was wondering, like, we could. This is high tech. There's got to be Bluetooth speakers sitting around. Like, just roll a Bluetooth speaker down the hallway
Sure.
and play a song.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, okay. A communicator and just start talking. Hello, Mr. Alien. They can slide on the
And
corridor.
Shadow, you missed it. We were talking about using the fire suppression, like the foam system, to spook it out of the area as well. Chase it into our area with foam, and start it in where it is in that little science lab area.
So, tell me your plan, and then we'll implement it.
Okay,
All
so
right.
whoever's the techie guys that don't want to do the combat side of things, Shadow and the other pilot.
Shadow is nursing a busted knee. So
Well, can you do
Yeah,
that?
I couldn't if I wanted to.
yeah,
I don't even
Leah,
think I can fly this thing anymore.
basically someone has to drag Leah along. That's like by the collar or something.
There's got to be wheelchairs in here in the med base. You can get in a wheelchair.
What do you think this is? ADA compatible?
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's time for the non-combat wheelchair show.
my character's pretty handy, and they'll probably do the welding of the
Okay.
grate. Or just
Yeah, well,
begin with that. We'll get
you and Cham should be able to do that without any real problems.
okay, and we'll get a spare communicator, and
Okay.
be able to. I don't know if we can get our hands through the grate or not. Just slide it down the corridor. So we maybe even leave it before we, just before we throw it there. Just kind of just slide it down the corridor where it's close to the alien's door.
Well, I don't know if you look at the way I'm kind of looking at it. Again, you can always change up. Is you can put it kind of on wheels, and you put the grate in there. I'm thinking very similar to what you have during like the medieval era, except of course they were using wood. But in this case, you have a grate so you can shoot through it, and you just lay it flat, or relatively flat with wheels so you can move it, and then you push it up. So there may be a little bit of space in the ceiling, but not a lot. And then you also then you can just lock it into place. So basically, you go down, you throw your Bluetooth speaker and hope it doesn't break. And it works over there. Hopefully the thing will start coming out. And then that should give you plenty of time to shoot at it. And then it has to go through your grate, which of course, gives you enough time. And then if you think it's going to get through, then you can always back off and then try going back here and, trying to lock that door. Back here to lock that door. Just let me know where you're putting everything.
Okay.
So put your characters where they're going to be when you're going to make the noise to try drawing it out.
Okay. So where do you think is a safe place to put this grate? Probably on this side of the door, I would say.
I would say right here.
Yeah.
Because then you can have 6 people shoot this way. And then if it's about ready to get through, you can just run through the door.
We run back and close the bulkhead. Okay.
Yep. That's
right
the
here,
way
then?
I would suggest it. What's that?
So right here then?
Yeah,
put our
that
grill?
would be good. Yeah, I'd put the grill right about here. That would work out well.
Okay. Okay, and I take it I got the shotgun, or I'll use the pulse rifle. You want the shotgun?
Yeah, I'm thinking this junction door is what was worrying me. Maybe we put it just like one more space over or two.
Like here?
Yeah.
There? Do you want it there or there? Because you get more space here to shoot.
Mhm.
For it to move. It's 60 feet with a
Yeah.
with a
Well,
rifle. Not
if
so
this
far.
if the thing can't get through this door, then yeah, I don't mind doing it over here. I just gotta I don't know if he knows how to use if it knows how to
My
use
thinking
doors.
was from a welding situation, it would be a lot harder for me to weld that grill in the center of a hallway, like as
Mhm.
far as what I'm trying to weld it onto. When it's on
Okay.
the other side of a door, there's like the edges of the doors, so I could like
Okay.
weld to that.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying is you're probably just going to put it in there so it's not. It doesn't have to cover the whole thing. Like I said, are you using it to slow it down, or are you trying to use it to trap it, which are two different
Well, we're
things?
slowing it down.
So if you're slowing it down, I wouldn't even worry about. I would just put it up like how you can fix the wheels and let it try tearing through there instead of you try to weld to everything.
Okay, we'll do that then.
That's just my suggestion.
Yeah.
So okay, so you're gonna do that. So you've got Valerie ready to go with her rifle. You have whichever one of you has a rifle, and then
Where's the
you have a
Marine?
shotgun. The Albert has the pistol. Vanessa Miller has the bolt gun.
Where's the Marine with the assault rifle?
Oh, she'll be in the front.
Okay, good. All right. So 2 assault rifles up front, shotgun peeking through in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I guess
and
I think I have
more
the
guns
assault
on the
rifle.
flanks.
Yeah.
All right. And we let everybody know what we're trying to do here.
Mhm.
First sign that it's moving this or these welds are breaking, retreat. Get
Right.
back
Yeah. If it
here,
starts
seal the bulkhead.
Yep. So you're gonna throw down a
Bluetooth speaker.
Bluetooth speaker. Okay.
I picture having like one of those little round ones that kind of are a little
Yeah.
bit flat on the bottom, so you
Sure.
can actually roll them.
Yeah. So you're doing that. Any particular music you're playing?
I was
Miley
wondering, like,
Cyrus.
what would be a good tune to play in this situation?
Hands up, playing my song.
I can't hear you, Shadow.
Butterflies fly away.
I was thinking something from Credence.
I was thinking I shot the sheriff. That was...
Born on the bayou.
Let me just see here. What would be a funny one?
Oh.
Alien song. Let's see here.
Inventory. What am I carrying as a? Where's my weapon?
Yeah, I think you have the assault
Pulse rifle. I have the pulse
You
rifle.
have the pulse rifle. Actually, Cham has the shotgun.
I don't mind switching it back because I was like,
Yeah,
I had both
yeah.
weapons.
But the question is, which one of you has a higher stat to use? I really don't.
Yeah,
care.
it's what is that?
What is that actually?
It's your agility plus range weapons.
Where is range?
My range combat is 0.
Same
My
here.
agility is good, so I'll keep the assault rifle.
Okay.
Okay, I'll use a shotgun. I have a 0 ranged combat.
Okay. Well, most of you have 0 range combat.
I'm looking for a good one. A classic. My God, though, there's so many. Okay, we're gonna do "Who's There" by Smash Mouth.
Okay.
Or "Spaceman" by Biff Naked.
Kung Fu. Kung Fu fighting wouldn't be bad if they're going to do hand to hand, but.
I don't want to play "E.T." by Katy Perry.
Oh.
Major Tom.
"Fall Out of the Fourth Kind" by Edison's Children.
Okay. So you start playing that, you have everything going through, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you suddenly see the oops. What's it doing here? There. Come on, why aren't you moving? I'm not sure why it's not moving for me. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, I will move it for. But basically, what you do is you see it come over from here. you see actually this door open, and it pops out. Oh, everyone left.
Shit. Where did Off-Grid go?
I don't know where George went either. Oh, there's George.
It's like right there.
Sorry, I was like, he was covered up by the whole thing in here. Anyway, you see it actually come through this door here because it apparently went through the shaft.
Back in here, man.
Oh, I'm glad we did the
Okay, cool.
the-
The whole time it said it was still in the stream. Like it had the button leave up at the top. Like I was still here.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So he went through the ducts and came out the nearby door.
Yeah, so he pops right out of the door, and everyone gets their free round of shooting. So
Nice.
All right. Up close.
So it's
I think-
agility plus
Yeah, I
your
think-
range combat.
yeah, so you should just be able to click ranged.
Okay.
And you just roll that.
All
There's no
right,
positives or
where am I?
negatives for this.
Not bad. I got 2 6s.
Okay. And Kayla, do you want to push that or not?
Did I roll?
You did.
Okay, I missed.
Yeah, you didn't get any successes. Do you want to push it?
What I forget. Push gives you stress.
It does,
Or
but it also
something?
allows you to roll any of the dice that weren't
To
successful.
go back and look at it, click on the
Okay.
little talk bubbles at the top of the thing, and you can see your roll, and it gives you the option for push.
Yeah, if you go back to the chat button, you should be able to see your.
Chat
That
button.
little tab at the top right with the word bubbles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Click
Yeah,
that.
here we go. Yeah, let's push.
All right.
Gosh.
You're a terrible shot.
Okay.
So that's 3 damage from her. She'll try pushing it. Let's see.
Oh, I got to roll
Yes, you
damage for my
Okay.
weapon yet.
Stress gives you more dice.
Yeah, well, yeah. Come on. Why aren't you? I'm clicking push and it won't let me push her. I know what's going to happen. It's going to cause like a lot more. I don't know what's going on with mine. I may have to log out here in a second. But so anyway, she hits it for 3 damage. Let me see what it does. So it takes 2 points of damage. You hit it twice, right, Alfred?
Yep.
So
But the weapon isn't in my list. Okay, so you deal with that.
Well, here's the fun one here. Let's see if it does the. Let's see what happens if you shoot it. I'm not sure if you all saw what happened. Is you basically just shot it into little bits and pieces.
Yeah. Very happy. So is the Marine like turning and going like, "Whoa, I see a future for you in the Marine Corps"?
Well, everyone shot it basically. I haven't even rolled the Marine, but Vanessa Miller hit it for like 3 or 4 damage, almost killing it right there with her bolt gun. She's like,
Nice.
so there's just little bits and pieces everywhere.
Take that. So you know. What a score to settle with this thing. We just got settled. Awesome.
There's not much left of it, to be fair.
You missed out on
Well,
the shadow.
oh,
I should have never
no.
been involved. What are you talking about?
Stop my contract.
I'm the fucking pilot.
You're the pilot, but you're like, I had a gun, but instead of handing over my pistol and say, well, here you go, I'll try shooting the Marine.
She fucking called me a coward when there couldn't have been a bigger coward in the bunch. She should have fucking taken control of the whole situation and said, you do this, you do that, you do that. but I get
You
it.
know what? This
She
is a
did think
typical
she-
woman blaming someone else for their bad decisions. No
she
accountability.
worried. She should have been taken over, and I'm just playing the character.
Leah knows what happens if you leave the cockpit. To go fight the alien. You come back and there's another alien hiding in the cockpit waiting for you.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's more aliens in here, but
I have
think-
this feeling like we're going to celebrate, and it's like way premature.
yeah. Well, we can't. I guess we could just hide till the aliens find us. The xenomorphs.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, the good news is that in this case, is you all made it. So, yeah. So basically, there's just bits and pieces of the thing, and
All right. Now we can go retrieve. Oh gosh, I hope maybe he didn't turn Wilson into an alien or something.
Yeah.
We got to go in there and like burn his body or something.
That would kind of suck.
We also got to find those notes. Remember, there was some sort of lab notes we got to find.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to go into the science lab, you can now start doing that. Wait, why won't it let me remove this thing?
It's gone now.
Yeah. Right.
Can I scoop
Okay,
up a
there we
little
go.
sample of that alien? Well, no one's looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty easy. There's, it's,
You're probably wearing some of it.
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
I
makes it
mean,
easy.
it
Well,
like-
I don't know, and this would be like metagaming, and my character does not know this, but I know that in the movies they have acid blood. Did we just get like acid blood all over us?
No, this isn't one of
doesn't have
them.
acid blood.
Oh,
Thankfully,
It's
no.
like it's technically like a different thing, right?
okay.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Are you
I'm
right?
staying
that
on
there-
Earth, man. Space is full of this crazy stuff.
It
I'm
would have
staying-
all been. It would have melted like the end of Indiana Jones.
Ah. So you could be like Drake, an alien.
Picture, like Bruce Willis, in Die Hard, where he's got that moment where he's going through like the shaft.
Yeah.
And he's like kind of begrudging the whole thing. He's like, "Come on out, come to LA. Oh yeah, big party." And he's like, I feel like that's what this
Yeah.
is. Come to space, let's have fun.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's an
A
adventure.
big adventure, Come on, guys. If we just get this up and running, we could get like 500,000 credits. We get a full share of this.
Yeah. I like how he lost his shoes. Like he didn't have his shoes in the beginning.
Yes.
Such a great movie.
Yeah.
Time to watch that for Christmas again. No.
I don't think it's a Christmas movie, but I think it's a tradition to watch it on Christmas.
well,
Just
it's
because
it's
it's set
during
at
a Christmas
Christmas, right?
party. That's what I have to
Yeah.
laugh at. It's during a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Makes it a Christmas movie to me.
Yeah. There's just no
If it
snow
takes
though.
place,
Till the end.
well,
Well, but it's LA. It's not like there's a lot of snow there normally.
yeah.
yeah, we don't really.
Yeah.
Well, I have to laugh because my friend who was from Minnesota, when he'd come down and we used to, he'd go see his friends and he'd come down and he would, because he was working down here, but he'd go visit his friends for like a month and then come back. But anyway, we would do all of this stuff, and what was hilarious is we would be out and we would be grilling and barbecue and everything else on Christmas and New Year's. He'd be sending pictures like, "Hey guys."
Barbecue with turkey. Yeah.
No, we would have steaks and stuff like that. So yeah, we were.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so yeah,
Right.
there's just little bits and pieces. There are in there. So
Max
if you want to
arguing.
go,
It's a Christmas movie.
so if you want to go in here, it depends on which room you want to go in. So this is Science Lab 1, and there's Science Lab 2.
We assume let's try and find Wilson's body.
Okay. All right. So
and
who
see
goes
if he has
first?
to be. I'll go.
So we'll have to cut down our impromptu gate, or at least cut a small hole in the side corner of it so someone can like slip through.
Well, yeah, but what you can do is, like I said, it's very similar like the medieval, where you just the way that I was thinking of it is, you know how they have
I know what you
where it's
mean. It's
like
wood, and then it's got a frame to it, and the archers
yeah,
sit behind it with holes shooting through. And
right, right. But then
I
what
get you.
happens is that you can remove. I forget what those are called, but you know they have the teeth. When you remove the teeth, then it allows you to roll it forward, and then when you want to
Okay.
sit it up, then you put the teeth back. That's what I was assuming that you guys had.
Okay,
Okay.
improvised.
And so it's pretty easy. You can either go underneath, or you can try flipping it over on the side. However
So
you
we
want to do
welded it to a couple fridge carts, and
Yeah, that's what I was figuring that you had.
Okay.
You had it on the
Yeah.
fridge cart, so it was easy to move through the doors, but
Yeah.
it was just enough to slow it down rather than you trying to
Yeah.
say, "Hey, we're trying to stop it."
And we are keeping this thing for the next fight.
Okay.
yeah,
You're like, we'll put it in the science lab number 2 because there's enough room that it doesn't get in the way. No, it's so okay. So Valerie will come in the first room. She'll look at this and open up the door. You all look in. You see Wilson. That's been, well,
alas, poor Wilson.
yes, he's been pretty badly eaten.
Yeah.
They was
Science Lab
having a
1.
good old time munching on him.
Science Lab 1, right?
That's Science Lab 1.
Okay.
Again, there are the
Try and
puffballs in here.
retrieve Wilson's wallet or personal effects for his family.
Okay. Yeah.
Put it in a
So you
Ziploc.
have that in there, and then Science Lab 2, which is actually, that's a pretty big room. This is probably the one where he's going to have the terminals.
Okay.
I'm beginning to wonder when I'm looking at this, because I look here and there's the med pack. And I'm like, that should be in a med lab. So I kind of assume that it's on the inside. So I assume that this terminal will be on the inside too.
Okay. I think we have an image of that room too.
Yeah, you should have it for Science Lab 2.
You need me to pull it up?
It's right here. Yeah.
Yeah, just for the.
For the folks at home.
Oh, I see. You mean.
Lethal weapon.
It's not here.
Go to. Where is it?
There's
Handouts.
an area with all the pictures. Where is it here? Journal.
Oh, is it? Here we go. Yeah, this is art. The art of Chariot of the Gods. Science Lab 2. Okay, this is the one with the body that was burnt, but it looks weird.
Yes.
We might have to burn the rest of
I'll be right back.
I don't know what we can burn them with. Anybody got some kind of like lighter fluid or something?
It's got to be some kind of like flammable fluid here that we use.
Well, this was all used in the
Fuel for
70
like
years ago.
torches and welders, unless they're
Yeah.
like plasma or something.
even cooking oil or something.
That'll work really good.
Cooking oil?
Fuck yeah, that's how I start my barbecue.
Mhm.
Recycled cooking oil
Okay,
works better than friggin' lighter fluid.
nice.
It doesn't add a chemically taste to your food.
Yep.
So what's going on?
Oh,
We're talking about possibly figuring ways to burn Wilson's body. So we'll take his
Okay.
effects that we can manage, and then because we were reminded of there's that body that's been burnt, but it's like mutated in the
Yes.
science lab. So it's kind of a reminder that something could happen to Wilson's remains.
we could
So-
scoop that stuff up and just put it out in an airlock.
I guess that too. I mean,
Jettison it all out into space. It's the quick cleaner upper, man. It's like the suction.
yeah, and less damage to the ship.
Yeah. We don't have to light
Well, if you
fire.
want to do that, then you can
Of
try
course.
putting it in the science module.
Like in an airlock. There's got to be airlocks, external
Yeah.
airlocks. You just throw it in there and
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
garbage
Or
disposal.
what you can do is, it slowly sucks it out, and then you just use like a shovel. You just shovel it out the back door.
Yeah.
Well, because the whole thing that I always look at is I don't want to lose any air possible.
No.
So instead of
So you
sucking
seal
out my
one
air.
bulkhead, seal another bulkhead, and then basically just
Well, I'm
bring
saying-
it down, throw it in.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, but you do that for the airlock, and then you let it suck the air out. And then,
Yeah.
of course, if you're in the suit, it's not a big deal. And then you
That's
just take
true.
like a shovel and you just like shovel it out the door.
Yeah.
Like,
You can even just have like
bye!
a slightly cracked door, like in the interior,
Yes.
in the seal door, and just let it pull stuff down the.
Well, no,
hallway.
I'm saying that I'm not saying that. So you're trying to use air. I said I don't want to lose my air. So normally, what I would do. So I'm saying you would just do it like you do a normal.
Seal off an area and then just shovel it out. Okay.
Well, I'd say go to the airlock because that already has all the stuff. You let it suck the air out. You stay in your suit.
Yeah.
And then when it's done, you go. You just like push it off and like, okay, it's done.
I think when it's sucking the air out, it's probably gonna like yank the stuff out too. Like if you have the door open, and you have your suit hooked to the wall, like your carabiner.
Yeah, but it's not fast. Is my point. Is what you normally do is you're slowly sucking the air out.
Oh, okay. All right. Slowly release.
Well, no, it's just like whenever you put a vacuum. Like, have you ever seen those vacuum bells or whatever? Where they suck the air out slowly, in labs and stuff.
Okay.
And then once you have it where there's almost no air left, then what you do is you open up the other door, and because you're in a suit, it's not like it affects you. And you just like, you just like shovel it out, so that way you don't lose air.
Yep, sounds like a good plan.
So you guys can do that if you want.
Air is money and time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're at a loss for air.
Okay, so you do that with poor Wilson, and you give him kind of
I'll bring the
Star
Bluetooth
Trek,
speaker.
the
bagpipes playing Amazing
That's
Grace.
right.
I was thinking the same thing.
You just,
I'll be at the window, like, we will always remember you.
That's right.
The search for Wilson. Alien 2. The search for Wilson.
Yeah, you never know. We might find him again.
You find him as the ball. Wilson, Wilson.
He's expanded. Expanded in space to a ball.
Yeah, that's right.
Castaway.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're able to clear this out. I assume that are you still avoiding the puffball mushrooms or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think
At a certain point, you're probably
we're getting rid of them.
You have to burn these out or do something of a really high.
I want a space vacuum, the kind I can carry around with me, and like suck them up.
Like Spaceballs, we go from suck to blow.
Yeah.
It's a filter queen. Let's go. Let's go.
So anyway, yes, so you can do some of that. Shadow, if you don't mind, roll your stamina, please.
My knee.
Whoa, I didn't do that.
Which part? Oh,
What was all that?
what, the rolling mobility and rolling for injury critical and all that, or?
I don't know. I just saw a crap ton of dice. And where is my stamina, you say?
Yes. For your skills, it should be stamina.
I wanted to do there's no place for me to put the funny memes I usually do in Discord, so I was like, I wanted to put like the Family Guy.
It's a 0, so.
Okay. All right. So you got that one. And then I've got the.
Well, if you guys want, you can put in the Star Wars, the Star Wars one that I made in my Discord.
You know the one where like Buddy from Family Guy, he's like his knees hurt, and he's like,
Well, yeah, the Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
It goes on forever.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
That had crossed my mind. The Peter Griffin, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Should we break the Shadow out of prison?
What did they
I go
put
to
him in the cell?
well, they got him locked up,
Well,
I
he's gonna
think.
be in the brig.
Well,
I didn't know
Well, they
put him.
locked up.
well,
They
they
locked up
basically
in the
have him
medbay, I
tied up
think.
in med lab right now.
We can't have that. We have more loyalty to our like former crew than we do to this new crew.
Well, that's true, but he did attack she did attack, the Marine, and you're like, well,
Mhm.
the Marine didn't start it. The Marine just finished it.
The Marine didn't do shit, dude. The Marine should have been in charge, not us.
Point being is that you should have either relinquished your pistol and said, "Here, someone else fire." You're like, "Yes, I'm going to
She
be
called
behind
me a
everyone
fucking
shooting."
coward,
The
and I'm
Marine
on
was in the
edge.
front. The Marine was in the front. No, the real coward was you sitting there trying to pull a gun on, Sergeant Valerie
I'm
here.
on edge, man. I'm on edge.
I'm on stems. On stems.
Yeah. So I think we should look for the doctor's notes in that terminal, or particularly the guy that
Yes.
turned into that
Okay.
shadow shot.
I want to
So,
go and offer him a sedative and see if we can give him a sedative.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
is that? What is that? What was it?
do me a favor,
Nipple-
roll contact for Kayla.
Oh yeah. She's actually pretty good at that. Contact wit.
Okay. Wow, you have a lot. You have a high contact. So. I'll let you know what's going on there, George.
Okay. Yeah. So what is that? What is it? Neprolive. Neprolive. What does that do?
Neprolive?
Yeah.
Well, one of them reduces stress to 0.
Oh.
And then the other one is like never sleep. So that's
okay. What is my stress at? Did I get stress for pushing and or no? My stress is at 1 right now, so I don't know if
well, you know what? Let me, since you're doing that, I think ChatGPT can do this faster than I can.
Yeah.
Do what?
AI is helpful for certain things like searching. Like
well, yes. Well, it's not that so much, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe after the game, if we're still on after the game, there's a cool story about what was that game? Subnautica. The whole the guy, the CEO was using ChatGPT for legal advice.
Yeah.
Greedy bastard.
Jackie played the hell out of that game.
I've never played it. What's it about?
It's like a
ship
survival.
crashes on a water world, and it's like you've literally got to like build every little thing, but you have it's like really high tech. So you've got to like you'll take like seaweed and this to make something ridiculously high tech
kind of survival game.
Sort of, but there's also a lot of
stuff like that.
There's a lot of mystery and exploration and deadly sea creatures that are. It's not. You know how Minecraft is like the least scary thing ever in the way its animation style. Well, this is the exact opposite, and it's realistic.
Oh.
So when you're down underwater and a freaking tentacle goes by your visor, you freaking get a purple Twinkie.
Yeah, I found the game watching PewDiePie, and like he does a lot of horror games, and he was constantly just on edge watching it, and you can tell that he was actually scared because he curses in Swedish.
Yeah, I don't like jump scare games. It's like, oh, enough of this.
I actually was just talking to a friend of mine about the old PlayStation 2 Space Hulk. It'd be like late at night. My girlfriend would be asleep. I'd be in my easy chair with the headphones, all the lights out, high as kite, and that game would scare the shit out. I mean, I would know there's a blip around this corner, and I knew it was there. But man, when it would jump out, just like
Its
teach.
animation was unsettling because it was so fast, right? If I remember correctly. How it comes
I
at
never
you
played it
real quick.
in Space Hulk or in
Yeah, in Space Hulk. It's
That
like
game's awesome.
you'll turn and it's like
yeah.
it's like at you quick. It's like so
Okay.
it's your instinctive reaction to flinch just because things are moving.
And this
Yeah.
was way back, in the early '90s or whatever, when it was for PlayStation 2, and I lived in Virginia, and most of the time I was there by myself, and I didn't know any of the neighbors, and it's all wooded outside, and you
Uh,
know, so it was kind of, I was already, any little noise, I was already kind of on edge, and then late at night, yeah.
I didn't know you lived up north. I thought you spent your whole life in California.
Oh no, I've traveled all over, all over.
Okay.
I just I'm, I left California in the, let's say, the '90s, and came back. I was gone for about a decade,
Yeah.
traveling and stuff.
Cool.
And even before then, I've been back and forth, south of the border and stuff. Uh, yeah,
So you've been up to Appalachia, that whole neck.
uh, kind of.
Yeah.
Not like anywhere near DM James's stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm wearing Hangar
Cool.
shirt. Mostly the lower states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is like the middle, yeah,
Mhm.
as far as how far up it is, yeah. He says Virginia ain't up north. Well, when you get to the top of the mountains, it probably feels like you're up north.
Yeah, we never. The whole time I was there, we didn't even get snow.
Hmm. I can't imagine what that's like not having the snow, man. It's like I can't imagine that.
I'll be honest. I thought it was the weirdest thing when I lived in Florida, and all the people from up north were like, "Doesn't feel like Christmas, man. There's no snow." Like, yes, that's why we live down here.
Yeah, just imagine, off grid. Just imagine living in the desert.
I can't really like the only thing I like about that is like the good solar that I would have. The fact that
Well, that's what
I,
it's like
like
for us thinking about living in the snow.
hmm, yeah, but the snow is water and water's life. That's my way of
What's
looking at it.
water?
Like all the
What's
water
water?
underground, all the lakes,
Water's
it's all
overrated.
refreshed by the snow. And it's
Water's
like
overrated.
everybody who lives down south is like fed by that snow. It
Mhm.
comes from your mountains and from up north and all that.
The first day, uh, I was in my new place in Virginia. My girlfriend was at her parents' house, getting a truckload of luggage because we went there first, and I was stuck at the new house, no electricity, no phone. Uh, I think we had water, or I had some food and stuff, and then I hear these sirens, and then the tornado hit,
Yeah, I'm scared of those. I don't want to live near
and
those.
it fucking. I was in the freaking eye of that thing for a good long time, and we got or I got really lucky. But I had never been through anything like that. It was fucking
Yeah.
terrifying. And then when I finally left Virginia, I shipped all my stuff home, uh, freight wise, and I took a Greyhound bus to get back to California. And coming out of Atlanta, I'm on this Greyhound bus full of religious types, and suddenly there's cars like flipping on the road. There's a fucking tornado like chasing us out of Atlanta, and the whole freaking church is just like, praise Jesus. It was just,
Apocalyptic and crazy.
I never, I mean, like literally, I saw a fucking pickup truck have its ass end over tea kettle right beside us get flipped. It was, I don't think anybody made it out of that.
Thankfully,
Um,
I don't get too many of those. Yeah. We had one that come through though. They tried to call it Derecho or something. It was a serious one that come through, damaged a lot of stuff in this area about 3 years ago.
So I know that technically I live in Tornado Alley, but I'm just at the very southern part of it. So, but yeah, I forgot what it was.
Okay.
It was in the 90s, but apparently they had an F5 hit just south of here. And it's just south within about 30 miles of here. And it literally tore up the asphalt on the road and everything else. So, like 300-mile-an-hour winds.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to share this with the crew and everybody, both crews of both ship, I guess. From the log of the doctor is basically this mutation thing that comes from these puffballs. It's very adaptive, and it seems like it adapts to every new vaccine, making it stronger than before. So one thing I'm wondering is probably it doesn't even work.
It's already
And that's the reason why he didn't take it, because he didn't want to give it an opportunity to get better at it, like to make it stronger. At least according to him, at least his log. So yeah, the reason he didn't take it is he felt every time there was some sort of new vaccine that he would develop, it would seem to learn from it and become stronger, not just like adapt to the vaccine and things like that, and then kind of learn how to be more deadly.
almost like a king of viruses.
Yeah. And he also felt that this is a designed organism.
Whose thoughts were these? You're relaying the thoughts that you found in the computer?
The doctor, these are the doctor's entries.
No?
So,
Okay.
yeah, the doctor that got shot by Shadow in the end of the previous session. So, I'm
Shadow
thinking...
shot a doctor previous session?
Yeah, didn't he? He was... Yeah.
He was the one where the thing popped out of his head.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know what you mean. Yeah, okay. I know what you mean now.
So, I'm not saying the vaccine doesn't work, but it seems like like you said, like a Band-Aid. And it may even be that, this vaccine was developed 70 years ago, and this creature's had 70 years to develop since then. I mean, even though it's like, maybe not on something else, it seems like the creature will probably work its way around that eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to avoid contact no matter what. We can't be like, I'm vaccinated.
Yeah.
They didn't say anything bad about the vaccine. Unless I don't know if I misinterpreted it.
Invisible. Yeah. What is that? What strange technology? Sorry.
I have long xenomorph.
Long xenomorph. Long xeno. It's like a porn name for a... Oh, did I say a bad word on YouTube?
Uh-oh.
That's
all right.
Or just
no, yeah.
All right, so let's go break Shadow out.
That's right. That's actually pretty easy. All you have to do is like cut the restraints in the med lab.
I'm going to go to the med lab and
instead of still
does he have?
Go ahead.
Does he have like a high amount of stress, or is he all right?
He's well. I mean, the busted knee. I mean, that's.
Well, let's see if we can find. My character does have a kind of a medical skill. So I'm going to try to treat his wounds.
Okay.
We are in the med bay, so
start with a sedative.
Yes.
Well, you've also got the medic Flynn, who can help with that.
The medic what?
You have a medic Flynn who can help.
Okay.
Don't we have a med pod on the ship as well?
Yeah. Well, there are med pods here, but if you want to try using one of those, that's fine. But one of them, well, you haven't been in that room yet.
Is Flynn from our crew or their crew?
Their crew.
All right. I'll say I won't say that I'm coming to free Shadow, but I'm told him, yeah, I'm coming here. I'm here to help fix him up.
Okay. But yeah, you can try putting him in a med pod if you want. But
Med pod. Is
the
that
med
one? Is
pod
that the one
should
that's
be
all?
here?
And that will help fix him?
It can.
Her.
Or
Her.
her?
Yes, I'm sorry. It's her. My
Misgendered, yeah. Shadow.
That's right.
Tisk.
Okay, let's.
Yes, that's
All right, yeah. Let's take. You want to go to the med pod? I forget the Shadow's character's
Lee.
name.
Leah.
yeah.
Leah, Princess Leah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I
All
was
right.
like that.
Okay, let's drag you over there.
Okay.
And
So
tell them all,
Let's
as
go.
we go down there about the the report and stuff. And sounds like the vaccine probably won't do much, so we can't act like we're like invincible to this stuff.
Yeah.
And
You
the
guys
reason he
ever
did,
think? You ever think about why Mother blew up our ship?
not really.
And how if we don't do exactly what they want, they're going to do the same to us in this ship as well.
Yeah. So we may have to destroy Mother, but I think we need to get this stuff off, and then Mother won't have a reason to kill us.
No, then she'll still have a reason to
Revenge.
brush everything under the rug.
Yeah.
Keep in
Well-
mind in your plotting that Mother probably listens to everything we say because it's like one of those voice activated
Oh.
things. So she'll know the plotting. So I suggest like dry erase boards or something,
Okay.
like facing down.
Mother
Okay.
will read our lips
Cameras
like
don't
how,
catch
like
them.
how.
please don't,
That was-
Dave.
So, the impression I get from the scientist thing is that he started building a little admiration for the thing, but not too much. That he still seemed to be antagonistic to it. Like he did not want to. He felt that the vaccine would make it stronger. Then that's why he didn't want to take it.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we're not gonna.
Well, what did you read about its reproduction?
Let's see. It seemed to be from the spores and other things. What was it?
Like how fast? How
It
often?
didn't say any details like that. Those details were kind of vague, and it just seemed to like adapt to every vaccine he was trying as he kept making better ones. Let's see. And if I misunderstood something, the organism. Catalyst. Okay. From mutagenic spores or vectors embedded in the bloodstream. So don't get it in your blood, and I guess don't touch or interact in any way with those spores. Yeah, we need to get those spores out
Mhm.
or destroyed. And it looks like there was those jars in that room. We got to get rid of that stuff without getting infected.
I think venting it would be the best way possible. Then we lose a fair bit of oxygen.
Yeah. Almost want to, and it has to get out, like away from the ship. Like I don't know if it survived in what was left of the environment in here when the ship was dormant. We just need to. We need to get away from it, or burn it like everybody else is burning things. It looks like.
Sorry, I'm
Take care, Mac.
Max now.
Enjoy your book.
All right, so we're going to the what was it called, the med pod. Where's that room? We'll probably find a xenomorph in there.
Or spores, or
Something, yeah. Where was it again?
or
Do we have
the
vacuums?
blood.
or a way to neutralize the spores? Like, could we spray? Do we have ammonia and like a pump sprayer or something? Like things that we could use to kill it before we try to move it, get rid of it.
Well,
I think we should think even more drastic than that.
Oh, here's the med pod. Okay, that's right. It's
Go
like
around with a little blowtorch and just.
No, set the self-destruct mechanism on the ship and hope we can find a way off.
So like
Something
bluff
else.
mother. In other words,
I
bluff
think
mother.
we need to get this ship to get close enough to something that we can fly with the flyer to.
Yeah, something we can dock to or get to.
Yeah, because we have we have that shuttle that you guys came over with from the other ship, but that can't go from star to star.
No,
So we need to have this ship take us somewhere that we can at least get close enough, and then destroy Mother and send this thing into the sun or something.
Put it on a course with the sun, and then just destroy
Yeah.
mother.
Or we could bring it back to Earth for
Affect everyone.
yeah. I think well
take it back
I
to
think
Mars.
That's what you get. That's what you-
It's all up to Outland, which is part of the reason. What was one of the things I think I enjoyed with what they did with the Alien game is they have a colonial marshal, and it's exactly basically. It's basically they took that.
It's double
that
D? I said it's double D.
architect-
He always
No,
wears the hat. Sean
Dungeons
Connery.
and Dragon.
yes, but yeah, from Sean Connery when he was in Outland,
He always
which I
wears
kind
that.
of liked because they used this. They used a lot of the same special effects, so it's like the spiritual successor.
It is totally set within the same universe. People wondered that for the longest time, and it's like, yeah, it's set in that universe.
I don't think that they ever said it was. It was
I heard someone who said it was.
I don't.
Scott,
I
good.
do, well, I don't think Ridley Scott said it was, and he's the. I did like Andrew Gaska, who helped write this. He did say it was a. They asked what crossover he'd love to do with Alien. He said The Thing, and that's why they have acid blood, is because then they couldn't take them over, and so there would be a battle between The Thing and the Alien. For. I was like, well, that would be kind of
there's
cool.
another movie. Hold on a second. My phone here.
Then the Predator comes and mops them all up.
Hold on a second.
Well, the problem is, those are all, even though
Predator,
what's funny
how
is
would
these
the
are all
Predator do
owned.
against the engineers?
They're
I
all
assume the
owned
engineers
by
made Predator.
Disney. They're all owned by Disney, but technically, Alien versus Predator is a different IP than Predator and a different IP than Alien.
Yeah.
Is that because they started selling off, like Dark Horse started selling individual Alien comic book rights? Because there was like an Aliens versus Predator and an Aliens this.
I think that was
Predator.
all owned by Fox, and Dark Horse bought like one is a
The rights.
separate.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's too big of a property for it all to be owned by a comic book company.
You guys ever heard of a movie called Stalker?
No.
Stalker, yeah, isn't that the one set in like Russia? And like it's
Oh.
after some weird aliens or end up there? Or is that a different thing I'm thinking of? Like weird aliens come to like they ended up in Russia. And there's whole areas that are locked off that you can't go into to look at.
Well, I have
People
to
go in,
laugh
they're looking
because
for artifacts. And I thought it was called Stalker. I bet you 2-1 we're thinking the same thing.
When I typed it in, that's the first thing to come up.
Yep, that's the one, the Russian one, yeah.
I've never seen
I think
this.
they remade it too.
Takes
This
them into
looks-
these areas where, yeah, stuff's weird.
Okay, so you have the med pod.
Coughs.
Yeah.
So one of them has the glass broken, like something broke out from the inside,
Okay.
and then the other one has, you know how it has frost on the inside?
Oh yeah,
That's like frost in it, but it's red.
red frost. Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna carefully open the pod and see what's going on in there.
Okay, so
I say, everybody, stay back. Everybody back up to the other room,
Okay.
and I'll even close the door.
So you're gonna be the only one in the room,
Yeah, I'll be the only one in the room.
along with Leah.
Leah, even Leah, stay back. I don't think.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Why would one of the med be busted up?
I assume a xenomorph came out of the guy while he was in it.
Crawled
But-
out of the bed case.
But what could a med bay do to harm it?
So as you open it up, you see what looks like a human with its chest opened up with the kind of hooks, and you see the brain has been exposed. In the meantime, it looks like one of those weird, how they used to do those head elongations.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, so that's what the head looks like, and then you notice that the limbs look extremely long.
Okay. All right. And what's all the blood from? Is that okay? So I guess it bursted out. Is this thing alive?
Um,
Or can I tell it's alive?
It-
Is it moving? Is it breathing?
well, you can't quite tell because it looks like it's been in stasis for a bit.
Okay. So now that I opened it, it's not in stasis.
Correct.
All right. I immediately close it and put it back in stasis if I can.
Okay.
Put it back.
Okay. And then we're
Do me a
willing to say-
favor. Let's go ahead and roll your medicine here.
all right. Medical aid.
Yes. Okay.
What did I roll? What did I roll?
You didn't get anything? You want to push it or not?
Yes, I will push it. How many dice do I
And you still
roll?
got nothing. You still need to see the hand push up to prevent it from closing.
No. Shotgun time, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your initiative. Or let's see.
Oh,
We're gonna
what
have.
is initiative?
Let's see. You are. Let's see who's who. There you are. 1 second here.
Where is initiative?
Well, give me a second. I will.
I keep dying. I keep treating this like an adventure game instead of a horror game.
Well, you know what,
Like-
George? It actually makes it more fun. Let's see. It's supposed to go in there. I'm not sure why it doesn't want to put your character in there. There we go. All right. I'm going to. Oh, that's not good for you.
What? My initiative is 6. It's bigger.
Well, yes, but it goes by first and then second and then third. So that's why I said
oh,
that's not good for you.
Oh no.
I saw something pop up on the screen that said beluga head.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
here we go. So the first thing it's going to do is it's going.
It's a beluga
In
head.
your face.
Okay, so roll your mobility.
Mobility.
Yes.
Where's that under? Is that
Should be.
skills?
Yeah, it should be under your skills.
Oh, here we go. I got 2 on that.
Yep.
Oh! Face hugger.
Oof.
Can I push that or no?
No, not if you get the face hugger. Which, this is horrible. You hear screaming as as Kayla has her arm literally ripped from her torso.
Oh,
Is it the arm with the gun?
I'm not sure really matters with the shotgun whether it's.
Oh, yeah.
oh no.
Oh, no.
So yes, you take. Let's see. Ooh, you take 3 health points plus you lose an arm.
3 health. I have 4 health. All right, so I go minus 1, 2, 3. Okay. I am going to try to get out and close the door behind me.
Okay. All right. So you do
Did
that.
he lose his watch too?
Oh, hell.
You run over the door. You press it.
Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Red Dwarf.
I'm going to have you go ahead and roll your mobility again, George.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. My mobility is not too bad.
Oh.
What?
You're not playing video games anytime soon.
Oh
Well, you can push it
man!
again if you want, George, to see
I
if
have
you
to
can
push it. I have to push it. 1 success.
Okay.
You do just enough to see the door open. George rush out with only one arm, bleeding all over the floor, as this gorilla-like thing is following him.
I'm not around this, am I?
I don't think so.
No, because I
Leah
was like,
is. Well, I thought whoever was. Was there anyone else in the room with you guys?
I forgot.
I
to
told
send
nobody. At least I told everybody not to go in the med bay.
Right. Well, no, you said bed pod, I thought.
Med pod. I'm sorry, med pod. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're
But
like
you guys
in the
might-
next room.
Yeah.
Yes. You're in the next room as you see George flop over.
There's like a airlock here, like a little 2 doors.
Well,
So I
yes,
assume
but you just had
assume
enough
I'm
room
in
to push the button to open the door so you could, stumble out. Which is why I was having
Okay.
you do the mobility. If not, you were.
Okay. So I'm like, but the door's still open then.
Yes. As it follows behind you.
Oh, like a puppy dog. Hello.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
So I was
try to
asking-
close the door on it if I can.
I sent you a message because I was like,
No, that's
basically,
fine. No, you're good. You're
I
good.
wasn't there.
Okay. So, well, Leah, you have the busted knee, and poor Kyla is over there as this thing rushes into the room. What do you all do?
Oh God, you two are in there alone?
Yes.
What do you mean?
He came to visit you and your legs, and he went looking at this other med bay and let out a critter.
Okay.
You're stuck now.
I don't know how I could move without anybody's assistance. So where was I left?
You were left in the med bay.
Med lab.
He was
med-
in the med pods, which was just south. All of a sudden, you heard a scream, and Kayla pushes the door open. She has had her arm
And
literally ripped off.
where is Off Grid's character? Because I couldn't get where I am without him, carrying me or helping me.
No, you were
walk.
left in the med lab when the Marine busted your knee.
Yeah. So you're in the room now. You're in the room adjacent to the med pods.
Yes.
After
And this
we
thing
killed
just
the-
burst through.
after we killed the critter, I basically took a time out to clean myself up.
Yeah.
We all kind of went our ways, thinking, "Oh, we killed the critter. Let's go clean ourselves up," like that.
Oh, okay.
But that was a private message to Omen, right?
Well, yeah, but that was fine because you guys were in 2 different areas. So but yeah, so the med lab right there is where you have.
It's unfortunate, but I'm not there.
Yeah.
So unless you guys have comms and you're like really quickly being uncalm in your comms, then
So
Right.
where exactly? I'm like tied up on a bed.
No, you're just
Probably-
kind of like sitting in a chair, probably.
Yeah. I unstrapped.
Or you
I
could
took
be
your-
laying on a bed if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, I took your restraints off with the intention of getting you
Yeah.
to a med pod, but then
But
I
I
realized
can't walk. So I'm still in the bed.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
can crawl. I'm just asking what
Yeah,
your
I'm
plan
not-
is.
I guess I'm going to see what happens when I mix those new meds.
Okay.
I mean, I got a busted knee. I ain't going anywhere. I can't walk. There'd be no point getting out of the bed on my own. I'm going to fall. You know.
So Kayla came into Shadow's room, like Leah's room,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
right? With the alien following him.
Yes.
Well, there's a little airlock in
There's no
between. I
time
don't
to
know.
close the door behind.
No.
There-
No. I mean, it
but-
was just
yeah.
kind of thing. If you're just pushing the
But
door
there's-
to open, trying to escape.
Now there's 2 doors in between the 2
Okay.
rooms. Maybe I'm in this room.
No,
right
I let
here?
you go through the whole thing because you said you were running. Yeah. If you're going to run,
Okay.
I'm going to let you run.
My intention really was to kind of get through one door and whatever the first door and to kind of close it behind me.
Yeah.
But
No,
that
I
was-
understand
okay.
that. But the thing was
Okay,
like
but I
right
mean,
on
yeah.
you. That's,
Okay. All right.
It wasn't being polite.
that's right. So. Oops, what is that? So here we go. We're going to do a.
Where the heck am I supposed to?
Oh, wait a minute. Let me.
The fuck is that?
Okay, let me do this. Why is it? Ooh. Okay. Try to see if it would do. Now it's not doing what I wanted it to do. So I was trying to have it redo all of the initiatives.
I need to get my glasses. That's what I'm missing here.
So I'm going to try clearing everyone's initiatives for this one because you're out of. There. Now here we go. Okay. So. So George, it detects you again. That does not look good. Holy crap! It goes for your other arm, George.
No. Well, I only have one more hit point left, so one more.
Well, go ahead and roll your mobility.
My mobility. Mobility sounds like I'm like old. Like my mobility is not as good as it used to be.
Roll your paddle
Oh,
ability scooter.
Oh no!
oh,
So Leah watches in horror as the thing pushes you down and rips your other arm off.
Brutal.
man. I'm gonna be like the Kenny of this game. They killed Church. You bastards.
We had joked last night that by the end of this game, it'll have like an end credits, and it'll be like George as, and it'll have like a bunch of characters.
Yes, exactly.
That's good.
All right, Leah, what do you plan on doing?
Did I lose any health or no?
You're broken, basically.
I don't suppose I could. I've taken the pills, and I just saw what I saw.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna see if it's true that monsters can't see you if you've got blankets covering you.
Oh,
What else can I do? She's a 98-pound chick who's now, just taking an overdose on pills. I don't want to see that thing. I want that thing to see me.
Are there defib paddles next to you? Charge them up and get that when it jumps on you.
And then and what? To see
this time.
how many times it will get up and I can zap it.
Make it ride the lightning.
All right. You hear the horrible thing is it picks George up and you hear it like slam him. Well, you hear poor Kayla's body hit the ceiling and then it slammed back down on the floor and then slams it back up in the ceiling and slams it back on the floor. And it does it a couple of times until there's just this sick squelching sound.
Alas, Kayla.
It's-
Hardly knew ye.
You can do anything there, Shadow?
Pardon?
For Leah? Are you going to do anything besides hide under the?
What else
the
would she
covers?
do?
I don't know. Yell for help or something. I don't.
It- yeah, no. Gonna stay as still as possible under the covers.
So, have we heard any of this over comms, over any type of communication?
That depends. Did you guys have your comms open?
Well, we're in a scary place with aliens going around. I thought we'd all, like, pretty much always have our comms open so we can reach each
Well, I
other.
don't know because
But we haven't
sometimes
said
things are
that.
just going
So
back and forth. Yeah. So if you haven't told me,
I
then
think going forward, though, that's a good operating procedure.
Do
So
I
we
still
can
have my needle on me, Owen?
yeah.
Okay.
gonna give it a shot.
Maybe.
I have to. Are you going to tell me what you're going to do? Otherwise, I'm going to have it do its next action.
Just checking to see if I have the needle on me.
Oh, okay. Oh. I don't know if you're reading this. It jumps on the bed on top of you.
Wasn't there a scene like this in the Alien movies?
And then begins to pound on you with its fists. You take 1 damage.
I am going to stab it with the needle. What else can I do?
All right.
I
Okay,
have
go ahead. Go ahead and roll your close
shitty.
combat.
I have
Roll
no
your
close
close
combat,
combat.
but I didn't do that.
Hey, you get 2 hits.
Well, I want to hit it and inject it with the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, with the syringe?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Might have a weird effect on it.
Ooh, you actually do couple. You actually are able to hit it pretty hard. You do 2 points of damage to it.
But what does the vaccine do?
Well,
If
it's a
anything.
vaccine. It probably takes a while. Maybe if it was allergic to it, it might. It might take a while for something to happen.
It'll develop colon cancer in 3 years.
Yeah.
Cool. You have to read like the side small print.
In 6 years. Actually, you know what's funny is
May lead to negative ideations or something. So
that's
it's
right.
feeling
Well,
down.
the guy says the vaccine makes it stronger eventually.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your mobility there, Shadow, for whatever you can do.
I'm not going anywhere.
I know. Well, it doesn't mean you can't try like fighting it off.
Or
Do I,
roll
I,
up
I
into
think
it.
that's what I was just doing. Hold on. Where is mobility?
Skills.
Am I just missing? Oh, duh.
Okay, you're able to protect yourself from getting crushed or having your arm pulled. Go ahead and do an attack. He's trying to like viciously stab it.
Mhm.
Oh. Uh-oh. Do you want to re-roll that with your one re-roll?
That's better.
There you go.
How come the first time it looked like there were 4 dice and now there were 3? Is that what happens when you do a reroll?
Yeah, but you should get a push for it. So we're gonna give me 1 second here. Oh, actually, yeah, you got 1 re-roll. You probably do a push. So if you don't mind me rolling for you for that.
Okay.
Nope. Not that it would have made much difference. It still had enough armor to protect it. It's going to try crushing you again. Boy, it really likes to pull off the arms. It grabs your arm and basically rips it off where you had the syringe.
That's what I do.
Did anyone have their comms on?
Yeah, I definitely have my comms on because the whole time while I'm having privacy is I kind of want to know where everybody else is. So I get a heads up before coming.
Yeah, but did you guys have your comms on so they could hear what you were saying? Yes.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
All right.
Your comms on, George?
I probably would have had my comms on because I was coming in very cautiously. I was going to say, my fear was I was going to get infected or something, and then I'll just basically have to die in there. I didn't realize the monster would be in there.
Okay. The main thing is if we can hear what's going on, we can react.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what happens with So Shadow?
Yeah.
Who would you like to play now?
I don't even know who's there. I mean,
the captain.
You have. Yeah. Who wants to play the captain between you two?
Shadow. I already had a second character, so let Shadow pick.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm already on my second character. I was already on my second character, so Shadow can pick.
I certainly don't want to play that Marine.
You can if you want.
No, because I would just run right into freaking no.
One of you should pick the captain.
You remember that scene in Firefly when Mal kicks the guy into the vents?
Yes.
I would just jump. I don't know who else there is to choose from, honestly.
So what you can do is you can play the captain, or you can play one of the crew members.
I don't know who any of the crew members are.
There's a corporate.
I understand. I'm just saying, but pick one of those first, then we'll worry about it from there.
I'll play the captain.
Cool.
Okay, so you're the captain. So, all right, let me make sure we configure this for you.
So there's nobody left from the Nostromo, right?
Correct. So this is the from the Montero. There is, and would you like to play the doctor? I'm sorry, yeah, the doctor for the medic, the Marine, the second in charge captain, or
isn't there a corporate person still around?
Yeah, but I'm not going to let you play corporate yet.
Yeah,
he's already played a corporate.
That's right.
Kind of want to play the medic.
What was that?
I kind of want to play the medic or the Marine, but
okay. Well, you can pick. Which one do you want to do? Medic, Marine.
What do you guys think? The Marine or the medic?
Marine.
I'll do the medic because I don't want to be in a character that has a beef with Shadow.
It doesn't matter. There is no more beef. That his character's dead.
His character's
dead. Yeah. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll
the gunner, man. Come on.
Okay. Here you go.
I'll be the Marine. He's probably got some armor and stuff. So
here you go. This is now you are now with Valerie. So
how come everything's a chick in this game?
Not everything. It's just the ones you're picking.
All right. Now I got to be the what was that Mexican
well, he's been flipping back and forth. He's been trans. He's transitioning between male, female.
I'm like Paul Kersey. All the women in my life keep dying. The last one standing.
All right. So the captain and Valerie, I guess, right before this was going on, we're running over towards the med lab. As they hear the horrible screams and pounding within there, as the beast is just ripping them like limb from limb.
Do not go in there.
So here we go.
All right, so I'm just cleaned up at this point,
Okay.
but not
You,
having. Yeah.
There
you're
you
taking
go.
a shower. You're taking a shower and you just hear boom, boom.
On the bulk. What
I guess
meteor
It's
shower?
like, who
you're
the
like a
hell is
water
playing
hammer.
that rap music? I don't need to do that. Then you turn that down.
Damn neighbors.
The captain.
So I'm gonna over the comms. I'm gonna be like, "What the hell's going on?"
Okay. All right. So Shadow and George, what do
Mhm.
you plan on doing as you come to the door for the med lab?
Oh man.
Seal it.
Do I see what's in there? Yeah, we'll just seal it off.
Mhm.
Cut. I don't know if if you can hot wire the door to stay shut off or something like that. Stay closed.
You would probably need to go up to Mother for that, or it'd take you longer than the time you have if it's.
Mhm. All right. I think that thing is nearby. Imagine it's in the other hallway or something. That thing we had.
Yeah, it's over
Oh,
here.
the blocker.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
over here somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe grab that blocker and block the door.
You can try. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Shadow, what are you planning on doing?
Not crew to get their ass down here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm shutting off the water and drying off.
Why is it sometimes not? I don't know what it's doing there. There. Whoops.
So it's the med bay just south of the room I'm staying in, eh?
So there's the
Looks
med
like-
lab. The showers were those dirty things that you saw way over. I mean, there's a wash closet up here.
Well, I'm not doing that. I'm over in like the room quarters.
Oh,
if I'm
okay,
gonna
okay.
do that, I'm just using water in a basin and a washcloth.
Here. Yeah,
Going
that's
over
fine.
showers.
So you're going to run over here?
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
As Valerie is trying to. I'm not sure. So you have your shotgun. Oh, you know what? I messed up. You know what? I'm wrong, Shadow. You did not die. You had actually killed it.
Oh, what a twist!
I misread it. It said it had no armor because it was vivisected, and so you did enough damage to kill the stupid thing.
Okay, cool.
When?
You just kept on stabbing it, and you like put your hand into its brain. It was just like trying to like do everything you could to.
Oh,
So you got to
okay.
step out of the captain's body.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
sorry.
Now I know all your secrets.
Now that changes. Would George want to be the captain or the Marine still?
I'll
Yeah,
stay.
yeah.
I'll stay as the Marine.
The Marine, okay.
Okay, that's fine.
You don't want to take over the ship?
Does he still have his arm?
I'm the captain now.
Leah does. Yes, Leah
I'm the
has her
captain now.
arm. She did 2 points of damage for the first
Oh,
one,
man.
and then
If I was able to shoot it, my gosh, it would have been.
yeah, it says that it dies after 3 damage.
Sweet.
But unfortunately, poor Kayla is kind of mush. I mean, the thing flipped her up and just like kept, her poor back's broken. Yeah, she's
Magilla gorilla on me.
Yeah, you got like the Loki treatment from Hulk, like in that
Yeah,
one.
Puny god.
Actually, I think this is a good place to stop now. Every time you lose a
I think
character,
so.
Yeah.
Is everybody available next week?
I'm
Yeah.
not going to be available for the next 3 weeks because I'm going to be traveling.
No, that's right.
All
That's
right.
not.
Well,
But anyway, hopefully you all have enjoyed this part with.
Yeah, I was getting into the I was reading the captain's character sheet, and I'm like, okay, but
Yeah, I'm getting into it really good too. Like I miss when we don't play it. Like I'm thinking this is the type of game that like if I'd had this 20 years ago, it would have been like amazing to do one of those like marathon. Like where you play like a
Yes.
12-hour game, you play into the wee hours, like especially as you get further on in the game, it gets a little bit more horrific
Yeah.
and like suits being up late and on edge and kind of almost feed the game, really.
yeah, I've been watching a lot of instead of the stuff they want us to watch on YouTube. For the past couple of almost a month or so, I've been watching a lot of things on Professor Feynman's lectures, but I've also been
oh
watching a
yeah.
lot of, and I'll share some, the horrors of outer space physics,
Mhm.
astrophysics, and the things that shouldn't exist, and like the wow signal, and just all kinds of crazy crap. And I was thinking about this game and a couple other games, you know, and what Shauna used to say, how the original Star Trek was actually a horror show. It was actually everything. If you
Yeah.
think about it, a lot of those episodes, if not most of them, there was some horrific thing that happens at the beginning of like every episode,
Yeah,
and
the red shirts earn their reputation.
Yeah.
and then
Monster of the week.
there's a mystery, and that's one of the things I like about this is I don't know what the fuck's going on. Uh, there's a whole bunch of different things that we don't know. As these these low level nobodies trying to not have happen to us what has happened to George.
Poor George got both
Jesus.
of them.
Yeah.
Actually, what amazed me was that you did enough damage. I was like, damn, you actually did the damage to kill it. And that was my fault for not doing the full thing. But yeah.
I was fine with being dead, but
Well, see,
I get to play
normally,
the villain some more. And trust me, folks, there's reasons why I'm playing this character this way. We all have our secret agenda, etc.
Well, I'm playing hard at mine.
But yeah, poor George there. It's just, oh, sorry, George, yeah, mostly critical. Yeah, well,
so
I
many-
like the way he's like,
too many
no one
bad
else
rolls.
in the room with me. And I'm like, okay. And then I was trying to do the meta. If you had passed the medical thing, I would have let you close it before it woke up.
Yeah.
But you didn't. So then that's why I said the arm suddenly lifted up and then it jumped out. And,
There were so many spots I could have like gotten it, and it just yeah. If I just got one shot in or something, or initiative,
yes.
it would have been gone, possibly.
And
And some of those rolls weren't even face hugger rolls.
Hey, what's
Some of
up,
them-
Adam? Hope you've been enjoying the show.
yeah.
He's in.
Okay.
I'm in
cool.
a game with Bloodworth with him on Tuesdays.
Yeah, it's.
The desperation of the game really like in like the circumstances of it like add to it because it feels like you're always on the back foot, like, and that's how the characters are in this subject matter in the game, in those movies. It's just like nothing seems to go right for them, like especially in Alien.
Yeah.
Except
every
that
failed
final
roll
one
is built
where poor Leia's just scrambling and hitting it and trying to hit it with the, and then and
Especially with the blanket over, with the thin sheet, overhead, and then because if you think about the camera angle, if you filmed that, you'd see the white sheet, you'd see the shadow, you'd see her hand shaking with the needle in her hand, and then it comes down and she says, "Oh yeah, terminated, fucker."
Well, here's the thing: is it pounced? If you looked at the combat, it said it did a pounce, which means it jumps on you. hit you for 1 point of damage, and you had 2 health, and then it missed on the second attack. So I was like, okay, you survived that one, and then you're able to do an attack, and that was just enough to
That
put
would
it
be
down.
so. I mean, think about it. All the chicks in the audience would be fucking freaking, pissing themselves if you film that just right. You know what I mean? We did the white sheet over the camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. So it was, but no, it's
Kind of reminds me of Psycho in the curtain.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
but
The
but
shower
yeah,
curtain.
Yeah.
no, it was. But yeah, I just found that. And to be fair, you don't really know how dangerous something is until you actually start rolling.
Yep.
And the monsters tend to get different actions on top of what. So like, the characters get 1 slow and 1 fast. The monsters tend to get two actions. So 1 slow, 1 fast, and then another 1 slow and 1 fast. And that's why you started. That's why I wanted to redo the initiative. But yeah, that was pretty horrific. I was like, oh.
I'm liking it, having a fun time with it. I'm glad we wrapped up that first one. That was a major success.
That's okay. It gives George a little bit more time, or Shadow, whenever he's going to do his,
I might switch back to the medic because I don't want a character that has beef with Shadow's character. So
That's true.
okay.
That's back. Beef is back in effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadow's
So
alive.
I might pick the medic.
That's fair. No.
You can always pick the captain.
Yeah, I don't. The captain. I kind of want to be. Maybe I want.
Actually, I'm going to make you the captain there. So.
Okay. All right. I'll be the captain.
Just so it's only whenever you have the other ones.
It's yeah. So we're a part of the same crew at least.
Yeah.
Right.
So at least for
Yeah,
now.
I kind of like that idea too. That way, because like the NPCs of the new crew, so to speak, the other crew, it feels more suspenseful if it's an us versus them possibility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as us, I mean, because I know, like, if we were playing this game at a table, there would be that whole Among Us, feel to it. You know what I mean? Where we could play, the backstabbing each other in person, but online it just doesn't feel the same. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
But it's easier to do online.
Well, to be fair,
I know, but since we don't normally do that, I know Omen plays that like all the time. But since we're all bros and we've always, played stuff together, except for the God Wars, maybe. It seems a little easier, maybe for Omen to run if we're like working as a team.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Well, to be fair, I don't know if you guys ever played. I know there's Shadow over Camelot, or Dead of Winter, where everyone has their own agenda, which I actually like, and all the agendas aren't necessarily against each other. And that's, and to be fair, I haven't seen one that's really anything that's an agenda against each other. So.
Well, now knowing what the captains is,
Well, that's true, but you kind of knew what the captains was before anyway, so.
Yeah.
And
it just so happens that the captain and I are buddies.
Sure. So I'm not as worried about that one. It's the.
Oh shit!
It's the. There are other agendas that are out there, and usually by. And see, there are 3 acts, and so we're still in Act 2. By the 3rd act, that's when you get if there's any PvP agendas, that's when those come out.
I can imagine.
Yeah, because the ants are all sufficiently shaken at that point.
Right. Well, you don't want everything.
Scores.
No one wants the Burke equivalent at the very beginning of the.
Third act is like,
The
oh
very
wait,
beginning
there's
of the
no
movie,
chance of
within the first 2
survival. All right,
minutes.
well it's time to settle scores.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I go out alone, happy, drinking a drink. I don't need you guys around. Like, it's like people get crazy when they're facing death at that level, when it's psychological torture. When they've already been cooped up with these people for long periods of time, probably developed all kinds of resentments towards them and stuff. Because one guy always takes a certain coffee or donut out of the machine, or this guy, this prick never flushes. So like spend years and years with those people.
So you know what? What was the? I can't remember. Was it Sunshine? There was one thing where they talk about, to me, if I could have done, like, if I was going to do this differently, of course it's aliens, so you have to have aliens, but I could have very easily turned some of these into just, the equivalent of reavers or people that did go nuts on the ship, trying to destroy stuff.
So it's like
space
28 days
psychosis
later
kind of
type.
thing.
It's just like they're raged out kind of thing.
Well, what I mean by this is more, we're talking about for psychosis.
Yeah.
Like like I was telling Shadow, I think it was 1984, the guy in Argentina burned down the Antarctic scientific station because he did not want to stay there one more winter. And not everything has to be aliens. And then I don't know if you guys have watched this. Actually, I thought it was a really good series on HBO called The Head.
Haven't seen it.
And so it's so the premise is they're all on an Antarctic station, and they're all going through, and I really enjoy it as far as like slowly developing things, because you aren't sure if it's supernatural or not at the very beginning, and what it is they come over to the station. They're showing everything before. Everyone's there. They're like, oh yeah, we found this station. We're all doing this anyway. They're showing the difference between the summer group handing everything over to the winter group for the Antarctica. Well, they come back during the and they haven't heard anything for a while from the station, but they come back basically when the winter's over, so they can come look at it, and they don't find anyone, or they find dead people, and they're like, what's happened?
The mystery?
So that's the whole mystery.
Like,
and then later on,
that pass in Russia.
I was going to say that the Dyatlov Pass. I was like,
I couldn't remember how to pronounce
like
it.
that.
But yeah, it was an avalanche. It was an avalanche.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've heard. But yeah, but like I said, for The Head, it's one of those that, you come to a station like, well, what's wrong with this? Why was, like, one of them, they're like, hey, the snowcat's missing. Why is one caught on fire? And, just different people have died. And they're like, what went on? And later on, everything's really revealed at the end, of course. But it's a really good series. I'm not sure who made it. I guess it was British or something. But yeah, it was really interesting because I was like, huh. Because I always love that stuff. Yeah. I love about, hey, you're in a space station all by yourself, and all it takes is, and you come upon it like, well, what went wrong? Same thing, like if you went to the thing, and let's assume that there was no alien. You look over like, why is the whole station on fire? Why did? I just think that's because it's happened in real life. That's the weird part of it.
Oh yeah, well that's one of the reasons why Alien and Jaws are the two scariest movies of all time, and are voted the two scariest movies of all time since they've come out. They one year it'll be Aliens, one year it'll be Jaws, and the two things they have in common, well, they have a couple of things in common, but one of the main things is the isolation. Either being out in the ocean or out in space. When you've got that isolation going on, that does things to the human mind, as well as the audience. When it comes to suspense and fear and being able to, immerse yourself into the story, is because there's nothing else. It's just this little, encapsulated area, and there's no escape. You're stuck in the thing. You got to deal with the thing, and sometimes the worst thing there is everybody else.
Oh yeah, Like I
Mike,
said, anything that has to do with even if you get like a freighter, and I think there've been a couple instances where this has happened, where like fishing boats, where all of a sudden the captain kind of goes off and, kills like one person or something like that, and the rest of the crew's terrified of him. And there's some weird,
oh yeah,
there's some weird stories about Chinese ships. I forgot what her
Ghost
name
ships?
was. No, they weren't ghost ships. You know how Mr. Ballin does his stories? If you listen to Mr. Ballin, he always talks about stories about the weird things that are going on for like murders and stuff. He does a pretty good story. Well, there's a lady that does it, but since she's Chinese, she talks more about all the Chinese stories. And there are stories about the fishing boats because a lot of those fishermen are like indentured servants. And so sometimes the captain and like one or two others go nuts and will like chop one of the guys up or something, or if he just wants to leave, yeah. And usually at the end, of course, the captains get caught, and the Chinese don't play games when they execute someone. So
Yeah,
that,
I've seen
it's
how they
pretty
do
quick.
that.
But yeah, but those are just the weird crap that goes on. Like, oh my God, I'll have to find one of the stories. I wish I could remember her name, but she did a pretty good story of a few of these stories of fishing boats. And
Imagine a game called Croatoa,
the
though.
cruise.
It's like called Croatoa, and you play that whole like first colony of the United States disappeared, and it's like a game on scenario in a game. Play that
Oh
over
yeah,
like
you mean Roanoke?
yeah, and
Yeah,
they
but
roll
they
it,
roll.
Yeah.
carved into the tree, and you call the game Croatoa with like a cool carving as the logo,
Yeah.
and then it's like that's the game.
But my understanding is that they actually did mingle with the natives, and they did find some artifacts and things. It's just a lot of
Yeah, they
people
kind of just
ignored
didn't have a
it.
choice.
Yeah, but no, I'll have to find what her name is. But she had some pretty cool.
I would expect that big storms could come in too. Like they could have been in a place where they just got pounded with. Like the natives could have warned them, like there's storms coming in that are going to have surges, kind of thing. Like the natives would know and move on. So maybe everybody moved out of there. Like they didn't move. They're gone. So, yeah, storm come through.
Let's see.
Like, can you imagine being at that level of technology in like 1700s, and then you get hit with like an F5 type thing that they don't see coming,
Well,
or they
what
see
was
coming second?
let's see. Well, this is interesting because they have something called Mr. Nightmare, and he has horror fishing stories. But yeah, I can't remember what. But there was a lady who was doing it, and she sits there just talking about stuff, and they're just like, oh, I was doing this, and it's just. But yeah, the Chinese were really bad about that because they're okay. And then of course, I always enjoyed Mr. Ballin doing his stuff too. But I can't. I know what she looks like, but I don't see it down here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this one was Rotten Mango. This was interesting. I'll put this up for the Discord.
Okay.
Under General. But this was one of those I liked listening to. It was 33 crew members went deep sea squid hunting, and then they started hunting each other on the ship. I was like, holy crap!
Wow.
Yeah, but a lot of these are Chinese, so they don't make it into the the U.S.
Why do they go so crazy out on boats and stuff? I think maybe it's because there's such a large, huge like culture, and everything's like a social contract and a bond and a rule. They're so tightly controlled there that when they do get cut off in these small groups, away from like the central command type thing, it's like
Well, by
maybe
my
things get a
understanding,
little weird in their psychology. I don't know.
is it tends to be the captain, and he goes nuts because one of his, and people forget about this, is you're away from home, and like they didn't make enough money, and said, hey, we're going to stay out here another 3 months or 4 months. Like, hey, I expected to go home after a 6 month. That was part of my agreement. And then they said, well, no, you're
The
going to stay
captain
here
has
with you
to
like.
stay out long enough to make it worth the money. In other words, but the
And-
crew want to get back as soon as they can.
Yeah, and so then the captain gets pissed off, and then he like kills one of them, and they're all like, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, it is. Well, like we said, it's for fishing boats. They're not well regulated, and if you're Chinese, no one really knows anything until you get back home. Um,
Unless you're on the waters over near Japan, where I saw like images of them tracking them, and they're like making floating
yeah.
armadas.
Well, no.
They're
They
pretty
track them,
organized there.
but my point is that
Like
they
blockers,
don't
screeners.
they don't try enforcing the laws on them because they're Chinese ships
Oh,
rather than
yeah,
Japanese
true.
ships. That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
yeah. So once you start doing there, it's. But yeah, so she was doing a pretty good job. But yeah, that was a weird. Like I said, she does the. Does a lot of stuff in Asia, which we just don't hear about.
Yep.
So that was the one I was listening to. Is the 33, and that seems like a perfect scenario when you're in space. Is the captain suddenly goes mad and starts,
Going off
Captain
the deep
Ahab.
end.
Oh yeah, it's you're gonna do this whether I say it or not. Like, well, no, we aren't. Like, oh, okay. Like shoots the guy. Like, oh my god.
Things start turning into Lord of Flies eventually. Lord of Flies.
Well, I thought it was interesting because they were showing like when people say Lord of the Flies, and then they had a group of kids apparently got lost for a year, and we're talking like 12 years old and younger, so exactly Lord of the Flies. And when they picked them up, the kids had like organized themselves very neatly and had it was nothing like
Well
Lord of the
done.
Flies. It was
Yeah.
it was interesting for that. It was
I heard about that one too.
so
It was like almost the exact opposite.
yeah, but to be fair, you have friends, they're close knit, and you do have to rely on each other to survive. Um,
Well, the fact that their parents raised them properly so that they could is amazing.
well,
Or they
the
learned
other
quick.
did you ever watch? I always loved watching this the Bear Grylls versus men versus women on the survival.
No.
Yeah, I watched that, and the women failed pretty hard. They were like desperate to have the men help. They were pissed off that the men were like not helping.
So
No
what they
for
did is they
trying
put them on
to get them to come
two.
help.
Well, they put them on two different islands basically, and they said, "Oh, okay, we'll see how the men and women survive." Well, it was to be fair, there were a couple of women that were decent, but the rest of them were like, it's too hot, or I don't want to do this, or I'll get my hands dirty. And there were a couple of women that were like, we need to set up shelter, and they're like, nah. In the meantime, the men were like, like there was one guy
Way
he
ahead,
was
light
not,
years ahead.
the men started like organizing themselves, and it was kind of the like there's one guy no one had any respect for, but he did something with like fishing, and he was able to catch a bunch of fish,
He was
and so
feeding
then of
hungry
course his
people.
status immediately went up, and so it was like we hear what you do, not what you did.
What's up, James L?
Yeah, well, James L, that was the problem is the country girls did know, but it was like 2/3 of city girls that were all like, I think they did it just to get on like reality TV, not to actually survive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, there were a couple of then, and I know that they did this intentionally. So they put out some small pigs so they could kill them to butcher them. And do you know what the women did? They made them into pets.
Yeah. The men knew what they were for. They knew the mission. Men always knew the mission through the whole thing.
The men are like, we have to do this for 30 days and survive. And so, yes, the women were starving. And they're like, well, I don't know what we're going to do. Like, you have literally food next to you, and instead you decided to turn into a pet.
And at
like
the
I said,
end, their interviews, almost all of them were like, "It's the men's fault over there. Why we
well, the men
failed?"
weren't doing anything with them. Oh, yeah, I think
When they
that's right.
talked to them
They
all.
tried putting them together, and then the women were mad because the men were expecting them to do something. Yeah, it was. But yeah, no, they had them separated at the beginning, and I think, like I said, there were like 3 or 4 women that were actually like trying to like, hey, we
There were
need to
some
do
good
this.
ones there that knew what they were doing, but
But they
whole
couldn't get
lot.
enough of the group to do so, so they were all starving. And like you said, the whole thing with the pig, and then like the girls that knew what they were doing were like, "We need to slaughter the pig," and the other one's like, "No, little pork chop is, it's a pet. We can't kill it."
It turned out like you expected to, pretty much.
Well, it turned out worse than I expected to because I was like, "Oh my god, how stupid are you?" You have to watch it. It's actually a pretty good thing, but they put it on the internet all the time. But I think I watched the full episode with both of them. But yeah, it was like 30 days, and the women couldn't make it past like 2 weeks, and then the men were like, it was like at 2 weeks, men are starting to create shelters, and you can see them like building like tables and chairs and like all of the nice things, and
They've got like forges and making things out of metal and.
And they're all living happily because
Yep.
they can get a moment's peace.
Buddy's making a gyrocopter with coconuts and.
I'll see if I can find that.
Branches.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I just thought it was so funny.
You're right, James.
Yeah. So yeah, Bear Grylls, men versus women on the island. Let's see if.
It's so good. There's all kinds of clips of it on YouTube.
Oh, I know.
I've watched a lot of them.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed watching it, but yes, I don't know if like Shadows watched it, but yeah, it's.
No, I flip by it. I don't watch like TV. I haven't watched like anything mainstream TV this century.
I understand, but my whole thing on this is it's still fun to watch this, and I watch everything at 2x speed when it's going to be on, TV. But yeah, it was.
I've watched some recent series. I think I watched Reacher. I watched what's that one there with Sylvester Stallone, Tulsa King.
I wanted to watch that one, but I didn't.
Fallout.
Oh no, I did watch that, but that I don't really consider that TV. It's Amazon, right?
Yeah. They've messed things up too much that I don't want to watch anything from them. Though I heard it's not that bad.
For which one? Fallout?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Fallout's pretty decent.
Actually, I can't say it's worth watching. There were a few things that I hated about it.
Second season was too slow.
I only watched the first season, and I kind of felt sort of that the main character, the girl and the guy, the knight, that it was just like so forced them getting together. It didn't seem at all natural.
No,
not because of the differences, but because of the way they did it. It was so ham-fisted done that it was just like, you know what I mean?
Well,
I don't know.
I enjoyed watching The Boys at the beginning, and then that was that. Like the first season was good, the second season was okay, but then after that, I didn't really care that much because it just went too far off the rails. Invincible, I felt the same way. I couldn't get through past about season 1.
Yeah, I made it. I tried going into season 2 back in July, but every time I made it to like maybe episode 3 or 4, and then it kept telling me that there was a problem with Amazon. Come back later. I'm like, yeah, I'll just go do something else. And
I haven't watched any of that yet, but I owned 1 to 84 of the comic and read that when it was coming out.
So I haven't done. We've of course talked about that one. I've done Secret Level is really good. I enjoyed that one. If you watch that on Amazon,
some of those are really good. Skipping on that level.
And actually, I thought was interesting is because as much as people not for WotC, but I have to laugh because they did D&D and they did that whole we're going to be progressive and stuff with that. But look at their game that they're going to produce called Exodus. There's none of that in there. It is like, I think they want, because they put so much money into it as a video game and as a role-playing game, they have it has none of the political crap that you have for all the other stuff. Modern political crap. Of course it has politics, but we're talking about politics 40,000 years from now.
And that's that one called with Death and Robots or something, and there was a whole bunch of like animated.
Oh yeah, Love, Death, and Robots. Yeah. The first 2 seasons are great. Season 3 just ram that shit down your throat. And I was like, okay, fuck you, I'm out.
I tried doing Murderbot. I've been watching some of that for Apple.
Murderbot or Murder Drone?
Murderbot.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
But basically, he was an android. He's an old, obsolete model, and they decided to take him on to help protect. Anyway, that one's not too bad. It's humorous because they don't realize that he's gained free will. And then the other one was Monarch's been okay. I enjoyed the first season, with the kaiju and stuff like that, with Godzilla and King Kong. So that one's been fun. But I've been watching more for Crunchyroll. I did Psychopaths. Of course, I always like Ghost in the Shell. You can watch Blade Runner, Black Lotus, but they won't do it in English. You can get it in Spanish or you can get it in Japanese. But the English version they won't let you do.
What the hell was that?
Oh, no.
Sorry, it's my
Did
feet.
George just teleport out?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
there.
I
I'm
thought he
still
got
here.
sucked down into a toilet.
Yeah, I thought that was something teleporter or some shit.
You know one of those airplane toilets, like.
Yeah.
Is it like the one in Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Uh,
You ever see that? You remember that one?
George is
It's
really in
been-
Cloud City.
It's
And
been
it's like
been
you
really
can-
long.
Watch the toilet.
What was the other one that I enjoyed watching? Psychopaths. There's a couple of them I've been on there. I've been watching Sentenced to Be a Hero, which is kind of humorous. The problem is that the newer anime almost always does levels, and once they get past a certain level, it gets boring. It's like, well, you can beat everything. Who the hell cares? I enjoyed watching Kaiju number 8. But yeah, it's. I'll say the one that I thought was really cool for Crunchyroll was Lord of Mist or Season of Mist, something like that. That one's really cool. Animation is fantastic. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I give it that, but it's kind of set in Victorian era, and they get and over time each of them will go mad. So they sometimes have to put each other down. So,
Yeah.
but that one's been kind of cool. So, but yeah, but I noticed that I don't know if you heard about I forgot what they were called, but they were the translators for anime, and they decided to push their agendas instead of following like the actual like literal translation.
Yeah,
and
I heard about that.
So the Japanese have decided that we're just going to use AI translation because at least we know that it's going to be more realistic than everything else.
Good for them.
Yeah, because the dubbers, the people that were putting the voices in, were like
Yeah.
changing up the language in order to use the
Yep.
anime like a weapon to deliver their message
Yep.
to the people over here.
And now
Yeah,
they're really mad
Typical
about
little
that
trick,
because,
yeah, typical.
well, I think it was the translators was what a lot of this. Well, you know what? We're just going to use AI to do that, and screw you. It's like, well, this is what happens when you try pulling that crap.
And it should. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
it should.
because there's a whole bunch of countries that don't actually like any of that, and so happens they make things to watch, and they want it to be, true to what they create, and not have some people change it. Imagine that people with integrity, and adherence to their own vision, not selling out for Western dollars.
Quick
Well,
buck.
this is why I said is I've been enjoying watching. Of course, they're all, they're all dubbed, but well, it's not dubbed. I usually watch it in the subtitles, but this is why I've been watching Indian films because they remind me of the 1980s American movies where they're completely over the top and unabashed, ridiculous,
That'd be
machismo.
on.
Oh, I was watching.
Like they're jumping and guys are spinning around and
Well,
doing
it was
crazy
called
stuff, spiraling through the
Bali
air.
Bali.
Like
Yeah, it was-
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon kind of craziness.
No, way beyond that.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool.
Oh, I mean, it's the, like you saw Sauron in Lord of the Rings when he would like use his mace and he would like blast like 10 people back. That's like what their heroes are doing all the time.
Yeah, punching people and dudes are flying like it's
Oh yeah, there was
cultural
one of them where
superheroes.
it was
That's cool.
I'll have to. Let's see. I'll
It's like our Paul Bunyan, right? We should make a show about Paul Bunyan where he kicks the crap at everybody and like the ox just runs across towns and stuff. Paul Bunyan at the Blue
That is a
Ox.
name I have not heard in a long, long time.
Memory hole. Big ass white dude with an axe and a crazy ass ox. Cause some damage.
Blue.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Uh,
I
challenge the Japanese to make an anime about that.
oh,
Angry
their
Paul
stuff is.
Bunyan comes back in
Hello,
the state of things, and he's going to set
hello. How
things
are you
right.
doing? Hello, what's wrong? What's wrong
Let's
with
see if
you?
I can find the. But no, there's one of them where they're going through and they have to figure out how to go over the walls. I'll put on there, and if Shadow wants to play that, that would be fine. But I'm trying to do with the.
Not giving me any popcorn.
But it's a great scene. I mean, it's so over the. It's just ridiculous, and it's fun. Um, Here you go, Shadow. If you want to put this up, just so people can see it. But
Where is it?
I just put it in your thing.
Discord?
Yep, I just put it in your Discord so you can see this.
Okay, give me a second.
It's like a 4-minute
Here's-
clip of just how
Check the
ridiculous
restream chat.
some of the Indian films are. And they're redoing the special effects because the special effects look like they were half done. I said, I don't care. It's so much fun. I don't have to have your special effects at like the top level.
Okay, this is for review purposes, fair use, YouTube, suck it.
Well, you're gonna have to put it up there.
I'm trying. Why is it not doing it?
I don't know. You're gonna have to. You might have to rewind it. Okay, you've almost got it. You just have to open up the other one. There you go.
You see it?
Okay, you have to put that as the big version.
Yeah, but I can't come back. That's the problem.
That's okay. Well, let's see.
No, I literally I can't.
Oh, you can. Oh, I thought that you could make it as the big.
I can't leave this screen.
Oh man.
I can't come back here to do that. Yeah. My laptop won't let me. Once
So
I
let's see.
go to the YouTube thing that you sent me, I can't do any.
Yeah.
I can't manipulate it. That sucks.
Oh, okay. It's the. Here, I'll put this over.
Sorry, guys. I'll share it in my Discord.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird. When I go big screen over there, I can't do.
Yes.
I can't leave it and come
Oh,
back over
okay.
here without leaving it entirely.
Okay. Well, it looks like you're going to head off, OG. Anyway, it's been fun. Hopefully, you had fun tonight. With
Yeah. I will see.
Enjoyed the game tonight for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody who comes and watches this, we won't be back with Omen for a couple of weeks to do this. We will be back to do other things. Omen, are you going to be available on Sundays, or what's the deal with that?
Tomorrow I should be, but I won't be for after that.
Okay, all right.
Or like I said, it's
Just
going to be. It's probably going to be what, the 18th is when I'm going to be back. That time frame.
Oh, okay. Okay, you'll be back in time for the
Yes.
giveaway. I know you're not, worried about that.
I mean, I'll
but
be back.
That is.
I think I should be back around. I think I should be home on the 11th, but it'll be a long day because we did driving for 3 days, that kind of thing. Because when we drive
Nice.
back, we usually stop in Louisiana. Then we're going to spend the day in Houston with my friend, and then Sunday morning we'll drive up.
Take the boy with you?
What's up? Oh
Are you
yeah.
taking your son with you?
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah. My son's always going to do that. I just wish he had his driver's license. If he has his driver's license, my mother's going to probably give him a car because my father can't drive anymore. She's like, I don't need this. I don't need 2 vehicles. I'm like, are you sure, Mom? Yeah, I don't need 2 vehicles. Like, oh, okay. So my son would have the newest vehicles among all of our family.
Why don't you rent a trailer? Rent a trailer and pull it back.
Because he doesn't have a license. It doesn't do any good.
Well, yeah, you let it sit for 6 months until he gets his license.
So,
It's a thought.
Yeah, but yeah, no, there's a lot of that. Well, apparently Delta's going to start having nonstop flights between Austin and where my parents are, so that's going to be nice. Maybe I could have my son hang out with my mom and my dad for a while. Unfortunately, he got dementia before he could like spend a lot more time and hear more stories from my father. So.
All right,
yes,
guys, I'm
the-
gonna hit it. It's
right.
top of the hour, and I need to use the restroom.
Thanks again, fellas.
Sure.
I will see you guys
Take care on your
tomorrow
adventure.
or Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Maybe mention your Friday thing, or
Yeah. I'll be starting a early morning show starting Fridays. It'll be Monday through Friday, an hour, maybe a little more, but nothing big. Just just a live show in the morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, with whoever wants to come in and hang out for a little while. We'll be just talking whatever we feel like talking about, whatever's on our minds, so to speak. So
It's a lunchtime stream for me.
yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully George will be there for the first one because he gave it the name. Second breakfast with Shadow and Sun and the morning reprobates.
That's a cool name.
Thanks, George.
well, thank you. I made a thumbnail.
Yeah.
Cool.
Take care, James. I will talk to you soon too.
See you.
Everybody else out there, have a great weekend. God bless, and as always, happy trails.